Hey, y'all get in here. Get in here, get in here, get in here, please. Come on. We got to talk about RHOA. Just went off a little bit ago. And I think it's safe to say all these women need medication. I think it's a safe assumption that all of these chicks need medication. Y'all wasn't going to tell me my hair was sticking up in the top of my head. Wasn't none of y'all going to tell me my hair was sticking up in the top of my head. Boy, with sisters like y'all, what am I going to do? I love y'all, though. Uh-oh. Hey, Deborah D'Souza, how are you? Are you new? If you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. Good to see you. All right, let me greet who's in the house, honey. We got to get into this mess. Baby, this show, y'all, I'm going to be honest with you. I need them to turn this ship around. They need to pep it up, step it up, add something, do something, because I'm not feeling it. It's I don't even know whether to call it boring or tedious or just like an hour of annoyance. I don't know what to call this. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. I do not know what to call this. So, you know, they got to do something. This is getting rough. Hey, sweet beloved, thank you for being number 2. All right, Tracy Lashley, thank you for being like number 3. Lisa Gordon is number 4. Makeup addict in the house. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey. Priscilla Clemens. Hey, sis. Thank you for being number 6. And you too, my good sis Magaline. How you doing? Aries Diva. What's up? Happy Sunday. Oh, jury duty. Oh, Jesus, please don't let her get the jury duty tomorrow. If you have to go in, like, act like you twitching and stuff. Tell them you, I don't know, tell them you're a member of the Proud Boys or something crazy, and then they'll probably let you go home. Hey, Sean Living Life, thank you for being number 5. So this episode was kind of boring to the end, to the Bailey Q. Yeah, and even that wasn't giving what it should have gave. Y'all, listen, I want to tell y'all something else too. Hey, Queen of Hearts KS, thank you for being number 8. Miss Niecy, hey girl, thank you for being number 10. Delicious, also number 8. D Crazy, D Amazing, D Always in Trouble, DS, hey girl, thank you for being 16. Aries Sun is 23. My Brandon, hey my love, says greetings. Hey, question, how does one get stretch marks around the mouth? I would love to know. Okay, follow-up question, have you ever seen that before? No. I ain't never seen nothing like that, Brandon. I'm gonna just tell you the truth. Big sis ain't seen nothing like that. No, sugar. I don't know nothing about that one. Nikita T. Hey, girl. Thank you for being number 25. Delightful by Design. Hey, sis. Thank you for being 19. Cool gamer. Always cool. Always in the building. Yolanda Franklin is 30. All right, but she ain't dirty like them heifers on that screen. That's my girl. Inell. How you doing, darling? All right. DS is reminding y'all to please hit the like button. Belize and JB is in the house. Hey, girl, thank you for being 34. Miss Gardner, that's my girl. Me and you, us never part. That's my girl. Thank you for being number 33. All right. Lulu's little girl, that's my sis. Thank you for being number 40. Yep, and don't forget the engagement button, bottom right-hand side, circle, heart emoji. Send up my bubbles. I need them. Happy to be happy. We happy you made it, girl. Hit that like button. Miss Sparkle, our resident Mary Kay lady, is in the house. We got to talk. Depending on how late we get out of here. If not, I'm going to holler at you tomorrow, okay? But we got to talk, sis, because, you know, we got to link up and get this gossip right. That's my girl. And y'all need to holler at her for your needs for Mary Kay, because I think they might have some new stuff coming out or already done got out, but y'all, you're missing out if you don't holler at Miss Sparkle. Sandy Schneider, thank you for being number 42. Too Adorable is 44. Hey, boo. So listen, as folks continue to come in, I was talking about this show and I was about to say something and it clicked in my head. Let me tell y'all what's going on. Matter of fact, put a 2 in the chat if you're listening and paying attention to the words coming out of my mouth, because I don't want to be talking and y'all finishing up dinner and you just pulling the gravy off the stove and you turning the turkey wings over in the pan. I want to make sure y'all hear me when I tell y'all about this here. Put a 2 in the chat to let me know that y'all is listening and paying attention, because baby, people are a mess. Let me tell you. So listen, hey Max Quinn, hey Tamika Godbold. So listen, how about y'all know, if you've been over here any amount of time, I just broke down and just gave up and just told it like it is. I don't hardly like nobody. Almost anybody that's gonna come up, hey Catherine Bennett, I ain't really gonna like nobody. That's just who I am. And it's not because, like I've told y'all, it's not because I'm just so mean or I'm like Billy Goat Gruff or I'm the big bad wolf. It's just that these people who are celebrities and reality TV stars or whatever, they're not genuine people. Like whoever they are off screen is not who they give us on screen. It's always fake. They always lying. They always full of crap. So I don't really like them. Like y'all know that, right? So tell me why. Like just this minute, I was about to say, oh, well, y'all know I don't like nobody. And I caught myself. Miss Lovely T, thank you for being 55th. Mo, thank you for being 30. I caught myself. How about messed it around? And I don't be on YouTube like that no more. Like I got business to do. I got stuff to do. Okay. How about I clicked on somebody's channel because I wanted to know about something that was going on. I saw it was a story where Brian McKnight was suing the lady Jaguar Wright because she told a lie on him. And I'm like, okay, well, it wasn't shocking because we know she had told some lies on a lot of people, right? So I'm like, well, let me just see it. I didn't really care who video it was. Mind you, it's somebody I always been cool with. So, but I just hadn't been on their channel. Wasn't no reason. You know what I'm saying? I just been busy. You know, Negro got things to do. And a lot of times I don't be feeling good. So when I have any energy, I put it into, you know, these people's garments and accessories and things that I have to do because, you know, for my real money, right? Hey, Camille. So anyway, I clicked on the channel to try to hear the gossip because I'm like, well, what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? Who is suing people around my home? Why I get in there to see this person? I ain't gonna call no names. See this person literally talking about I don't like nobody. And next thing I know, then they talking about, well, you know, I have to have a notebook. I say, wait just a goddamn minute. I say, you mean to tell me I don't go live like I used to, as y'all know. Now, y'all know back in the inception of this channel, we had crown chats almost every single day. And we talked about everything like our mental health, how we felt, our interpersonal relationships, our families, our spirituality, and all of that. And it was cool. And y'all know why I stopped doing it? Because the minute I talk about something, here come people to imitate and repeat everything I said. I stopped doing that. I started doing a lot of online events and we had fun. And I backed off a lot of that because people started like literally trying to copy our events and wouldn't even change the name. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. We was doing trivia. I look up people doing that. I said, well, god dang. Then, you know, we play around in here and y'all be buck wild sniping at people. So I'll be like, hey, go to the reflection corner, go reflect. Then I find out people copying that. Hey, Philly Joint, thank you for being 50. Deborah Randall, thank you for being number 53. So I'm like, dang, but I'm not going to stop our reflection corner because we have fun doing that. And I'm not going to continue to take away everything we have that's fun because we have people with no creativity, no morals, no values, no integrity who go around copying people who sit over here, gossip and mind our business. Now, you mean to tell me I can't even dislike people on my own? Y'all got to imitate me disliking people? Let me tell you something else. I have notebooks because I like to tell stories straight. And the person I heard doing this is known for lying on people. So what the hell you need with a notebook? Do you have to write your lies down first and practice them? Like, y'all, it sent me. I'm going to just say that. It sent me. Darling, you sent me. I was sent. I said, what is wrong with these people? If any of you have ever, like, especially if y'all been around from the jump, and y'all be wanting to know, Nitra, we don't see you around no more. Like, you don't pop up with nobody. You don't really chill with nobody no more. That's why. That's why. The people you see me pop up and holler at every now and then, that's it. That's it. That's it. If you, I'm going to say this. If you have not seen me pop up either in the chat or like on their screen, like in the last year, I don't mess with them like that no more. I don't care if you ever seen me cool with them before. If you have not seen me either in their chat or on their screen in the last 12 months, I promise you I'm not cool with them people like that no more. And that is why. It is weird. It's weird. And I want to encourage y'all too, okay? If there's anybody in your life that is doing weird stuff like that to you, get away from them. Like, for real. Don't explain yourself. Don't give them a reason. Just get the hell away from them people. Like that crap Drew tried to pull with Porsha. Anybody do weird crap like that with you, get the solemn hell away from them people and thank me later. Belize and JB said we must have been on the same live, Nitra. I even heard them. I even heard the term 15-second timeout. I swear to God. Belize, so you know what I'm talking about. It's weird. It is weird. And some people don't have no morals, don't have no values, don't have no self-respect, no integrity, no nada. So they will literally sit up and watch people that are minding their black business and just imitate the words that are coming out of your mouth. And they're not even real enough to leave a comment, or you know what I'm saying, pop up in the chat and say, hey girl, how you doing? Because the person I caught doing this is somebody who absolutely knows me and has my phone number. I ain't heard from this person since my mama died. Like, that was in 2022. Mama passed May 10th of 2022, and I have not heard from this person since my mama died. That was the last time I heard from this person. Ain't called my phone to say hello, goodbye, dog, kiss my foot, and nothing else. But you can sneak and low ride on my channel, watch what I say, and carry yourself back where you are to imitate the words that's coming out my mouth. Hey, E. Davis, you missed the morning shows. I literally dropped the morning shows because of weirdos like that. I don't like people following me around, copying me. It gives me the creeps. It makes my skin itch. Thank you for being number 54. Like, it legit makes my skin itch. I don't like it. That is a very good way to make me like get the hell away from you. I don't like stuff like that. It's weird. And I mean it. If there's anybody in your lives, like if you know that, you know, a certain thing is your thing. Krista Jones, thank you for being number 60. Jenny Patterson, thank you for being 62. If you know a certain thing is your thing, like if everybody knows, hey, when Jenny come out, you know, Jenny got this thing, she gonna always have a green shoe. Green shoe, baby, that's Jenny. And you see a heifer all of a sudden who ain't never thought about a green shoe come jumping out with a green shoe. Don't talk to that hoe no more. Don't talk to that hoe no more. I swear for God, the only reason that person didn't say, oh, I don't like to comb my hair is because we ain't never seen her hair. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I ain't gonna roast, I ain't gonna drag. But I'm telling you, it's getting weird. It's getting weird. Like, for real. And I feel like the people that's here that's been knowing me, y'all know I've been cool for a long time. I've been here since June of 2021. And people been copying me, ripping me off, following me around. When I did Florida Negro News on this channel instead of Black Not Blue, they would watch my news reports and then try to repeat the exact same news stories that I just gave and get the stories wrong. Like, it has gone too far. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's gone too far. There was even one channel, y'all know, we come here after the housewives go off, we review it as soon as it goes off. There was one channel that was weird enough to start trying to do that, and they couldn't keep up because it's not easy to watch a show, get everything straight, and come review it after. That's something that I do. That's something that I do. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, it's getting weird, and I think I've been long suffering. If people started doing this to me back in 2021, it's now 2025. June will be 4 years. I think 4 years is enough for me to start talking. I'm gonna be real with you. If it keeps happening after 4 years, nobody can tell me that I was not long suffering, right? If I'm right, give me a 1. If I'm wrong, give me a 3. If you feel like I have not been long suffering enough, put a 3 in the chat. If you feel like I done gave him enough time, put a 1 in the chat, because at this point, it's weird and enough is enough. Please stop. Please stop. Just cut it out. That's all. Hey, yo, Mayo. Okay, so y'all with me. I don't see a bunch of 3s telling me, Nitra, give them a little more time. Let them do it for maybe 2 or 3 more years and see if they chill out, because it's just weird. It's just weird. Stop it. Candy Delight say, I saw that when I started seeing people implement the like lottery. That's why I said keep teaching the girls because they watching. Yeah, it's pretty whack though. Like, it's whack, it's lame. And I don't care if you're one of the weirdos that's doing it and you're watching in the background. You're lame. You're lame, you're weird, and you're a loser. You're a loser. You working way too hard, honey. I'm relaxed, chilling, cracking jokes, and chilling with the people I like. The people that come to my channel, these are my type of people. Our energy resonates with each other. Like, we naturally gravitate to each other. It's a natural, fun, groovy situation. Like, this is what we like to do. You working so hard, you doing your content, and you coming to watch mine to see if you can practice to imitate. That is whack. And if you're doing it, you're a loser. You are a loser. And if you've been watching enough to pick up catchphrases and things that I do with my audience, my sisters, my people, my fam, then I'm sure you'll see this too. You are a loser. You're a sad loser. You're a pathetic loser. I could never be as big of a loser as you. I could never work as hard as you and still look like that. I couldn't do it. You're a loser. So now let's get into RHOA, shall we? I got my notebook. Let's see if the losers keep talking about they got notebooks and stuff and who they don't like. Because I don't like nobody, including them. Because you're a loser. Now let's get on into this thing. Let's get on into it. And now y'all have my permission. If you're in anybody's chat and you see them copying your big sis, go on, drop a loser in their chat. Like, spam them with the loser. Let them know you're a loser. And that's why you're doing what you're doing. Hey, Latrice Dudley, thank you for being 72. Black Smile is 70. Ooh, Belize and JB say not even the like lottery, but also the like number. Now they want them down. Now they're asking people to put the like number in the chat too. Oh, wow. What losers? What losers? So let's get our housekeeping out of the way. Y'all make sure y'all are greeting people in the chat. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, and welcome again. You here because our energy reached out to each other and we want to sit up and gossip and talk about RHOA and what went on this show tonight, okay, or any other time. So if this is your first time, please let us know in the chat, or you can just type FTL for first time live so we can welcome you personally and individually because we are happy to have you here. Also, for everybody who's here and your family, if you see somebody you haven't seen in a long time, please say hi, welcome, welcome back, happy to see you, all that good stuff. Make sure you're hitting your engagement button, bottom right-hand side, circle with the heart emoji. Send up my bubbles because y'all know I'm sensitive in here, not on the outside, but in here, I'm sensitive. So I need my bubbles. Give me that like, I be needing it. You know, it's encouraging. And also, let's make sure if y'all do have to use curse words in my chat, misspell your curse words, please. And thank you, because YouTube uses AI and they be catching stuff and they'll turn it into a problem for me. So you can cuss, just spell it wrong if you don't mind. Also, let's keep all comments on the people on the show or the personalities that we're discussing. No disrespect in my chat. Please respect our moderators, respect the host, be kind to each other, no bickering, no arguing. Okay. Y'all can agree to disagree. Respectfully. Okay. Okay. And let's get on with the get on. Now listen. Oh, Miss Gardner, my sis sent me a cash app. Thank you. Let me try to send a heart back. Is it gonna let me do it? Yes, I can send a heart. Yay. Thank you, sis. I love you for that. That was so sweet. That is my first support of the whole day from my sis, Miss Gardner. Okay, I done sent my heart. Bang. There it go. There it go. All right. So this show tonight, honey, was pure foolishness. Pure and utter foolishness. Hey, Totally Tammy. Hey, Yo Mayo. Thank you, boo. Thank you. I'm still trying to bounce back. Those of y'all who were here yesterday, I had a little headache situation going on. It's still kind of there, but it's not full blown. So if you see me squinting, I know my eyes ain't the best, but that ain't what it is this time. It's because that headache is trying to jump on me. It's trying to get me. Peanut is in the house. We got Yo Mayo. We got Totally Tammy. Hey, ladies, come again is in the house. Hey now. Hey, I'm so glad to see you. Oh, thank you. You watch us every Sunday. Well, I'm so glad you're here. This may be my first time talking to you. So thank you and allow me to welcome you. Or should I say welcome back, since this ain't your first time. Okay. Brandon say that's why Grandma Gladys told the Edie girls to stop acting a fool. She did. And I'm gonna say this. I have found the person in Brit's family that I like. Y'all know normally, because I don't like nobody. When I really have a strong dislike for someone, I usually like their mama. But it was weird because I didn't like Brit Edie's mama. And I'm like, what is going on? Only to find out that I like Brit Edie's grandmama. I don't like her or her mama, but I like the grandma. Love my dogs too. Sent me a cash out. Let me send my sister a heart back. I love my dogs too. Where you been, sis? I love you. Love my sisters. Listen, my sisters is the realest, man. They are the realest, and I love them so much. But yeah, I did find out that I like the grandmama. Like, I love the granny. I don't know what it is with people. If I don't like you, I'm gonna end up liking your mama. And I don't know. It's like this weird thing with me. Deborah said, I'm just happy to be here after living through a tornado. All right. Well, listen, thank God for your life. I'm glad you're here. Priscilla Clemens, hey girl, thank you for being number one. Creepy, hey. I love that picture. So dig. Anyway, we start off this show with Cynthia Bailey narrating the end of the trip to Nashville. And I'm like, okay, we've had enough of Nashville. Can we leave Nashville in Nashville? When it started off like that, y'all, I was like, okay, so they about to drag this out some more. Hey, Denise Collins. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Welcome or welcome back. Glad to have you. Tamika Graham, thank you for being 92. Hey, Sabra, thank you for being 91. So listen, so she's narrating it and talking about, everything went crazy. She wants to investigate to see what went wrong with the girls after she went to bed. So apparently Cynthia went to bed and went to sleep. Angela stayed up there talking on the phone and was eavesdropping and got her feelings hurt. The rest of them heifers was down there acting like drunk, disorderly, unhinged strippers. That's what happened. Like in a nutshell, that's what went on. That's what had happened. Okay. Okay, sis, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all for coming here. Those of you who don't watch the show. Hey, nephew, how you doing, Bookie? My DB. So when she talked to Shamea and Kelly, they was, laughing and kikiing, talking about, it was the shade and we was clowning. And Brit went to gossiping about what she heard about Angela's husband having a baby in the streets. And Shamea tells, Cynthia, cheekbones, that she had texted Angela, and Angela gave her this long, drawn out, rude, nasty text back. And I don't think she understood why she got that back. Hey, my sweet, you're not late, baby. You right on time. My peanut is asking y'all to please hit the like button and them bubbles. Miss Theta, hello, beautiful lady. So, all of that. And she's telling Shamea about morals and values and this and that. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Then when Cynthia talks to Angela, Angela's complaining like, oh, the women did this to me. Oh, the women did that to me. Oh, the women did this to me. Oh, the women did that to me. Deborah say Angela's a liar is because Charles said he was in Tampa, I guess, with Ralph. Who? When he said Tampa, I did think about Ralph. I'm going to say, I'm going to be for real. When he said Tampa, I for sure thought about Ralph with that. Okay, you number 95, my sweet. Thank you, boo. So listen, then Cynthia talked with Porsha. Porsha talking about I was drinking. I don't remember what I said. I would never go with nobody's husband. I mean, Porsha, that remains to be seen. I don't know what you would do. Okay, I don't know what you would do. And the reason I'm gonna say I don't know is because if you let Porsha tell it, I didn't go with him to after they split. But Porsha, I got to say this. Even if you didn't go with him until after they split up, he wasn't divorced on paper yet, was he? Like, I understand that, Fallon, because I don't like her either, had done moved on with the pool boy and had a baby with the pool boy. But I believe Simon was still married on paper. So even if everything she's saying is true, and this is a heavy if, because all these hoes lie too much for me. Like, let's just keep it all the way real, right? Hey, I'm her. I ain't like it either, baby. I didn't. TT ain't like this one either. But even if everything she's saying is true, like you waited till they split or whatever, he was still married on paper. I believe that to be true. That's number one. Number two, for you to say you waited for them to split, but you was the one snitched on that girl. It's easy to wait for them to split when you the one lit the match. You the one went and told him she was pregnant from the pool boy. You the one went and told on the girl. So of course, if you did wait for them to separate, how hard was that? I mean, you could predict that the separation was coming once you went and told him about the darn baby. Like, Porsha be getting on my nerves playing crazy. You know you snitched on that girl. And I'm not taking up for Fallon because, say it with me, I don't like her either. However, you the one snitched. So it's not like, oh, they was already like they just happened to separate. The separation went ahead and came on with the come on because you went and snitched on the girl. Brandon, I don't care that Porsha said that. Y'all kill me with this. When did y'all get so self-righteous? Like we wasn't all dancing to Salt and Pepper. If you mess with me, I'll take your man. Hello, good night, goodbye. I'm tired of the fakery. I'm tired of the fakery and all of that. Porsha, you snitched on that girl, and so you knew that they was finna separate. You didn't happen to get with him after they separated. You happened to snitch, and then once they separated, you jumped in. Now that's what the hell went on. We all watched you do it. We all watched your spinoff where you ended up telling on yourself because you tried to lie about who went into whom's DMs first. And that's when everything fell out. So you know what you did. And unlike everybody else on the internet who just go around repeating what everybody else says, it's like a weird thing, if y'all notice, right? When you go on social media, whether it's IG, whether it's the Facebook rooms, whether it's Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, whatever 2 or 3 people say, everybody else just makes comments and echoes and repeats what they see. I'm not that sort of person. I remember very clearly what happened. Fallon was the hoe. Fallon got pregnant from the pool boy. You, during your spinoff show with your family, lied because they asked Simon the same question. He said, she went in my DMs, she slid in my DMs. You said he slid in your DMs. Then when Andy Cohen checked you on the fact that both of y'all lied, not lied, but both of y'all told different stories, then you backtracked and told the truth that you slid in his DMs because you heard Fallon was pregnant. And that's why when he was on the internet, harassing and trolling her, like he ended up harassing and trolling you, he told her with confidence that he already knew she was pregnant while she was living in one of his properties during the divorce. You snitched on that girl, and when they split, you jumped in. Now that's just what that is. So it is what it is. Yes, Porsha is older than Lauren. She for sure is. Hey, Ashley came. So that's neither here nor there. So the fact that you could technically say you waited for them to separate, okay, well and good, but you didn't wait for that divorce to be final. We know that. And we also know that you was the snitch that caused them to go ahead and hurry it on along. Hey, Penny. It was a snooze fest, sis. It was. Say Porsha is trash and showing more each episode. Child, they all trash. Please tell me which one of them ain't trash. I'm going to wait here. This is the channel where we don't like nobody. And thank you for being like number 100, Penny. Thank you, Treese. Now, that's just what it is. I'm tired. So she talking about I would never, and I don't know nothing about that man. Okay. Now that one I believe. That one I believe. Well, I didn't personally feel like she owed Angela no apology. I don't feel like she owed her nothing. Come again and say Porsha should have had her own money instead of what happened to her bloodline deserve better. I think she does have her own money. Porsha ain't broke. She just out there sack chasing. It is what it is, and I'm not mad at that either. I'm not mad at it. Her said, I love Porsha. I can't stand behind her stealing Simon and insinuating she was going to mess with Charles. But did she steal Simon or did she snitch on Fallon for screwing and getting pregnant with the pool boy? We got to determine what happened first. I don't like him, but let's talk about it. Because, you know, the man Johnson don't work, and I'm still trying to figure out why everybody mad. She should have been mad. You married to a man that got a limp noodle. It is what it is, but she was going on vacation and going shopping, so it was cool. Miss Nisa say, let's be honest, Kim messed around with a married man. Kim? Who's Kim? Oh, yeah, Zosiak. Candy messed around with a married man, facts, and had a baby. Porsha messed around with a married man. No, she didn't. I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that. Not when Fallon and her both told us that man Johnson don't work. You're not finna tell me she messing around with him. Messing around doing what? What, they was playing Jenga? They was having midnight Uno sessions? Oh, I get it. They was playing Fortnite. Got it. Yes, limp noodle. Limp noodle. That's all I'm saying. Like, words mean things. We can't just say somebody was screwing somebody when the tool you need to do the screwing don't work. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that. She was going to pick up that wallet that Fallon put down. That's what it was. I mean, the only thing fraudulent was his citizenship and his documents, because he the one crying about her sitting in that house that he spent that he spent his money on. That's right. I'm her. Thank you. Now you see where I'm coming from. Now you see where I'm coming from. She saw that man with a broken ding-a-ling, and she wasn't gonna have to hunch, and she could just get paid to do nothing, and she wanted to get in there. Okay, Miss Dime said, I can't stand Angela. Me either. It's too rehearsed and way too mature. I'd rather have the other girls go back and forth for show. For show. And we don't. I'm glad you know, Brandon, because one thing about it, we gonna keep the facts straight. And once I got the facts straight, you can't convince me of a lie when I know the truth. That's what you can't do. Angela say Porsha was spending Simon's money and the world is mad about it. That is what they mad about. Now, I don't like Porsha like that. I'm just be real. But I don't have a problem with women taking men's money, because they shouldn't be, you shouldn't walk up with your pockets turned out. Right. He was mad illegal out here. He was illegal. Okay. And now he got to deal with that. So listen. So we get all that from all of them, right? Then we get Cynthia talking about the Bailey Q. Okay, hold on. Somebody sent a cash up. Hold on. I'm trying to see who it is. I want to get it right. Who? It's a Bima? Who is Bima? Thank you, Bima. I don't know who Bima is, though. But I'm going to send a heart. If it's you, let me know. I sent you a heart. Thank you so much for the cash app. I appreciate you. Okay. Yeah, Porsha was definitely Simon's karma. Definitely. He never saw Porsha coming. He underestimated her because she's not necessarily the brightest. And so he thought he was going to take advantage. Oh, Denise, thank you so much, sis. I appreciate you. So, anywho, all that done went on. Cynthia telling about the Bailey Q, and it's going to be Juneteenth instead of her normal July the 4th. She said since it's a federal holiday, and I don't know what that means. Even before it was a federal holiday, it was a holiday. Why were you not doing Juneteenth all along? Sometimes these ladies are way too performative, and I don't like it. And y'all know I don't like Cynthia at all. She's way too fake for me, way too phony for me, way too pretentious for me. So when she was like, oh, I'm going to do it Juneteenth because it's a federal holiday, girl, since when we needed them people to tell us that where we had permission to celebrate something. If you wanted to throw it on Juneteenth, you could have been did it on Juneteenth. Always performing it. Always performative. Always. Thank you for being 103 RHOA. Sadly mistaken say Angela Reed's get more like chastising a grown daughter and not like a read between women. Right. And it's giving stale and late. Evie say she should have just she could have just said she thought better. Right. That's all. But no, they gotta be phony. Like they gotta be phony. They gotta give us raccoonish American at every turn. And I'd be so tired. Okay. So then we get Kelly in this dog party, right? Hey, Shukuru, where you been, girl? You don't like Cynthia either. I'm telling you, I don't like nobody. All these heifers like this. In this episode, they all worked on my nerves. As a group, they got together, Voltron Force activate, teamed up like Power Rangers to work my nerves, all of them. Thank you for being 105 sadly mistaken. So we got this dog party stuff. I'm like, I guess it's cute, but nothing really happened at the dog party. I guess it was a cute like little lifestyles type segment or whatever, but we didn't learn anything interesting. Nothing interesting happened at this dog party. I like the idea that she did it. I like finding out that she spent over $1,000 on her doggy daughter, getting groomed, her nails, getting her hair dyed, her massages, she said, her fingernail polish and all that. So that was cool. She said she had spent 9 hours in a salon. I thought that was cool. It was just nice. We found out her oldest daughter was at her grandma's house. I'm like, okay, which part of that is reality TV gold? Where is it? I did not find it. Then we get Bang Bang Sleazy talking about her tired family. My mama selling her house and she gonna move in with me and she gonna stay with me for a while. And my sister coming to help me pack up. And my other sister, don't talk to my other sister, but I'm talking to that sister. And I want all the sisters and we gonna all talk. And she's still talking about Kenya. You wanted Kenya gone. You attacked Kenya. You was obsessed with Kenya. You darn near stalked Kenya. You threatened to shoot Kenya. Everything to Kenya. Kenya is gone. You went to that stupid brunch with your midget friend Kelly that Angela said she served raw grits at. Walking in there, hey vet, walking in there talking about I'm here and she gone. Hey, Cheryl Cooper, I'm here and she gone. And you still talking about Kenya. Oh my God. At this point, I need somebody to charge her a fine every time she says Kenya name. I'm tired. Like, why we got to hear about Kenya? And talking about, you go through a storm, everybody come together. What storm? What storm did you go through? You made a terroristic threat and somebody let everybody know that basically your throat was more dangerous than your trigger finger. Now that's all that happened. That's it. Hey, Natasha Sincere. Say if Shamea was smart, she would be friends with Angela, not Porsha. I don't know why anybody would be friends with Angela. I don't know. And Shamea ain't no prize. Shakuru say Brit's obsessed and it's super weird. This is weird behavior. Like, please stop it, right? So we get all that nothing at this dog party that we really could have skipped. It was cute. I'm glad. The only thing I will say to production, kudos for keeping that scene super short because a little of that went a long way. I didn't need a whole lot of that. I needed very little of that. Like literally, y'all could have gave me a snapshot, couple of still shots or whatever, and that would have been fine. Hey, Sharon Middleton, thank you for being 108. What's up, DM Rocks? Hit that like button. So then we get Porsha, Diane, and Miss Lauren. Porsha, Miss Diane, and Lauren. They at Porsha Mama house. Now, y'all know this was during the time when they were still litigating the cease and desist from Simon, okay, from the Ice King, right? So they couldn't film in her house yet until they got that litigated. Now, we all know now in real time that Porsha won that. But at that time, while they were litigating, they didn't even want to broach that in case they didn't win it. So she's filming at Miss Diane's house, which is the mansion that she gave to her mama. Okay. So still her stuff, still bought with her money. So I'm not mad at that. That's one thing I will give that aggravating heifer credit for. She was smart enough to not sell her house, but simply relocate and put her mama in it. Because just in case that went sideways, you still got that one, right? So anyway, they over there. She came in and gave little PJ a puppy. And I was like, okay, that's cute. PJ was looking at her crazy, like, am I really getting a puppy? You ain't mentioned nothing about no puppy. You know, PJ is cute. That little girl, her expressions say everything. Her expressions say everything. She's so expressive. And you can tell she's not like a talky baby, but her face be talking. And then on Porsha YouTube channel, she low-key let it slip that Pilar be calling her dumb. And I'm like, boy, your daughters can roast you like nobody else. They can roast you like nobody else. Say Porsha comeback for this season was a flop. Baby, the season is a flop. And y'all kill me hollering about who a flop, but that's the person y'all can't quit talking about. How do I know? Because it's my business to look online and see what y'all talking about. I dare you to go put hashtag RHOA in Twitter or X or whatever the hell y'all want to call it. All you see is post, tweet after tweet after tweet after tweet. Porsha. And I ain't interested in hollering nothing Porsha got going on. But y'all sure are. Y'all are. Because online, that's all I see. Porsha. I'm just saying. But back to this kid. That baby, when Porsha come walking in there with that puppy, Pilar was looking like, girl, you ain't mentioned nothing to me about no puppy. I say Pilar is a 35 years old woman in here. She's smarter than her mama, way sharper than her mama. So I'm looking at her, I say, here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. I say, Now, mind you, this is after I saw her YouTube with her saying the baby low-key was calling her dumb. And then be like, that's okay, mama. I can explain stuff to you. And so she like, well, I did this and I did that and I accomplished this and I built that. And she was like, that's okay, mommy. I can explain stuff to you. I say, whoa, even your baby know you dumb. I say, this is bad. But daughters be roasting you. Daughters be roasting you. Peanut done roasted me a few times. Yeah, daughters will roast you. Will. So that happened. Then they end up talking about the divorce and stuff. I think Lauren kicked off that conversation, and I'm just like, listen, Porsha, don't even talk about it unless you're gonna give us give us something that we couldn't get on the blogs. Unless you can give us what we could not get on the blogs, don't even talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. Okay. Wait a minute, Shakuru. You say Bang Bang Sleazy sent you a message. Say trying to be nice. I said her photo was giving Vanity the singer. She said, thanks, babe. I'm not a fan and I don't follow her, but my daughter knows her and rides hard for her. Well, you better keep your daughter away from that thing before she come back home itching. Your baby gonna catch pink eye. Hey, Tide Spring, Bang Bang Sleazy ain't clean. Bang Bang Sleazy is not clean. But listen, she be liking your photos too. That's cool. That's what's up. Somebody gotta like everybody. So listen, she giving us this roundabout conversation about the divorce and we got a court date. We done work through this, work through that. It should be over soon. Blase, squaze, skippity doo. Then Lauren asked her, like, how did your birthday go bad? Like when me and the other girls left, everybody was having a good time. How did it go wrong? What the hell went wrong? And I think that's a valid question because when Lauren and Yon Yetta and the rest of them chicks left, the pretty dark girl, I don't remember her name. Y'all say y'all know her. When they left, everybody was chill. Everybody was chill. So she's like, how did it go wrong? So then Porsha tells her about she got the call and they told her basically Dennis did film with Drew. And this is after Dennis had done lied and told her he didn't film with Drew. So she thought, okay, well, he's more concerned with making sure that I'm not upset and it's not a difficult situation between me, him, and his baby. He say he not going to do it. Then she get the call and find out that, ooh, surprise, a man lied. Girl, you was full pregnant and he was lying to you and jumping off in the bed with other people. Of course he lied to you. Of course, right? So anyway, so she tell them about that and then say that, that she was upset, say she blew up her own birthday dinner or whatever. And she went upstairs and was chilling and then talk about that her second sister, whatever she called Cynthia, came up there. And I'm like, Cynthia is phony and messy and was trying to bait you into something. You was too dumb to catch it, but you wasn't, I guess you just didn't take the bait and fall into what Cynthia tried to pull you into. Shakuru said, my daughters were asked to film, but they said they fight. LOL good. Why do they like this girl? I don't know, but you better, I'm serious. Shakuru. Go back and watch some of my videos. We found some disturbing stuff on this nasty hooker. She nasty. You don't want your babies around somebody like that. I'm telling you. Don't have your little princesses around somebody that's going to get them ringworm. Don't do that. Thank you for the super sticker, sis. I appreciate that support. I'm going to cry. Y'all being sweet to me today so much. So listen. So she's like, child, and Cynthia talked me into going back out. And I was drinking and we was down by the pool. And, she tried to kind of like downplay how wild they got, but we saw they wasn't just by the pool drinking, clowning. They was down there acting like strippers. They was throwing money. They was shaking their behind in each other's face. And then the topic of Angela came up and everybody was still, rightfully so, annoyed at Angela, which this is what's irritating me, right? What's irritating me, right? No footage, no evidence. And Cynthia was trying to get some evidence for the people. Paige, thank you for being 115. Natasha say, boy, mom, I can't relate, but the boys will be brutally honest. It depends. I got one of them. Don't nobody give it to you like them girls. Nobody don't give it to you like them girls. Look at this little thing here. Y'all, look, you see how cute that thing is? Don't let it fool you. That thing, she'll roast me in a minute. Y'all, we was in Myrtle Beach and I forgot what happened. I was going to open the door. I think I had ordered something and I was like, I'm finna go get it. And y'all, I'm thinking I'm going top speed. I'm thinking I done jumped up off the bed. And she was like, girl, why you slowly gathering your stuff? Roasted the hell out of me, baby. Told me, I'm thinking I'm running. She said, why you slowly gathering your stuff? I said, I'm done. Dead. Look at her. I do not roast her. That must be a light roast because it felt like full flame to me. Too adorable say I stopped watching because every episode Pistol Edie is always threatening somebody. Always. Shakura said I told them about her past and they don't believe it and want to give her a chance. They said they just met her and she was sweet. When your children come home, make them take a sit-down bath and put a cap full of bleach in their bath water so them children don't get impetigo from her. Hey, when in Rome. A lot of people is mad about Phaedra. They is. So she downplaying it. They was doing a lot. So the topic of Angela came up. And what I don't understand, it be your own kids. It do. It do be your own kids. Yeah. Yeah, when in Rome, that's old school. If your children play with other kids and them other children dirty, when you bathe them at night, put a cap full of bleach in that bath water. Don't let your children end up, itching, getting sand sores and stuff. Don't do that. Make my head itch thinking about it. But they was doing a lot. Everybody was irritated with Angela, rightfully so. Rightfully so. And what I don't understand with the people online, why is nobody understanding why Angela is annoying? Like, am I the only person annoyed with Angela? Because if so, y'all let me know. I'm confused as to why I'm the only person annoyed with her. And these women being naturally annoyed with her, everybody's like, well, what's wrong? Why would they be talking about her? Because she's annoying. She's annoying. That's why. Thank you, Creed B. That was a gather. She gathered me like a ponytail. A high ponytail. Just snatched all the edges up. She did that. But anyway, so they went to talking trash. That's how it be. When you don't, somebody done got on your last good nerve. That's what it is. And I'm like, when it comes to Angela, girl, you got a whole sister. So you grew up in a family with women. You know good and well, when you piss somebody off, people gonna talk about everything about you. And it don't even be malicious like that. If you got flat feet and your arches done fell and you done went in there and throwed out somebody potato salad they hid in the back of the refrigerator, that old flat-footed, slew-footed heifer came in here and threw out my potato salad. Like, stop with the nonsense. Stop it. Just stop it. It's sickening. So what? Talking about somebody called me Big Bird. Porsha played dumb and was like, yeah, I'm the one called a Big Bird. So. What you doing on a reality show with women that got sharp mouths? If you can shoot off your mouth, but can't nobody say nothing about you. Say Porsha and her puppets are annoying. Who is her puppets? Who is her puppets? I'm glad you like her because I can't stand her. Paige say we stay roasting my parents, but my baby sister really get them. See, that's how they do you. Thank you, Natasha. She pretty, but she rough now. She rough. I like Angela. She told Brit a new one. I don't like either one of them, so I ain't really feel it. I'm starting not to like her either when in Rome. At this point, I don't like nobody. So anyway, that came out and she said what she said. She's still dancing around it. Instead of saying, oh, well, I was drinking, I felt like saying it, I said it. So Deborah Randall said size 12 Big Bird was kind and was. Angela should have gone to the pool in yellow feathers. Hello. Serve some Big Bird realness. Say Shamea, Kelly, and Brit are her puppets. Chabu. Anytime you got a group of women and two people ain't really getting along, people gonna pick sides, and I don't think that's being no puppet. If that's the case, is she Drew puppet? Like, y'all be killing me. Belicious say I like Angela. I haven't seen this episode. Wanted to watch you first. She's irritating. She lied again in this episode. She got on my nerves. She whines too much. Yes, Shakuru. She is whiny. She's whiny, and I don't like it. You say you see clown feet. I do too. I see clown feet with a bird beak. I'm just not feeling it. All of these women are on my nerves. So y'all just forgive me if I get kind of heightened at different points during this review, because these ladies are on my nerves. Say the street saying Porsha wanted Ralph to eat the child. Please, don't nobody want that entrepot Negro giving them poverty of the coochie. You know good and well Porsha's a sack chaser. If a man ain't toting $1 million or better, Porsha ain't after him. Y'all can make up all the stories you want to. Since when she want a poor man? When the last time we seen Porsha big booty chase a Negro's wallet with a poor man? When we seen her with a poor man? Yeah. I'll wait. Thank you. Yeah, she be playing victim, Angie girl, and she get on my last nerve. My last good nerve. Cannot stand it. Cannot stand it. Hey, nephew. Right, Belicious. Ralph ain't got enough. Don't nobody want to catch poverty of the cat. Who the hell want that? How you even get rid of that? Do they have a cream to purge the poverty from your cooch? Because I've never seen it. I've never seen it. So then we get to the Shamea conversation with the surrogate. I'm like, okay, this is old school Housewives. I kind of liked it, but I feel like now when we get the real scenes like that, with like the real Housewives scenes, it's like this weird wide chasm between that and the rest of this nonsense show. This show has become utter and complete nonsense. So then when you get Shamea with like a real scene, it's like this weird juxtaposition. Like, where does this fit in with, you know, the dog party, the talk about Nashville, and if you mess with me, I take your man? Like, how does that fit in with any of that? But I'm like, whatever. It was cute. It was nice. They met the new surrogate girl, Asha. She seems really cool. She seems like she got a lot of positive energy. Shamea called her husband so he could meet the lady via phone or whatever. And I'm just like, okay, that's nice. I really like that. And apparently they did the testing. Now they got to do the paperwork. And next up, they're going to do the transfer. And I'm like, okay, that's nice. I'm actually happy to see lifestyle stuff and real situations that's going on with women. I like that. But the rest of the show don't match it. If y'all get what I'm saying, give me a 2 in the chat. It's just like we get the real scenes like this. And then how does that fit in with everything else? It's like at this point, what's the word? Cohesion. I feel like it's not what we're getting now. It's not cohesive. Thank y'all for the tools, because at least I know that I'm not the only person that feels like that. Y'all can at least see what I'm trying to say. It doesn't feel cohesive. It doesn't. It was a nice scene. It was a touching scene. I enjoyed it, but it just was not cohesive with the rest of this nonsense that they put on our screens this evening. Right. Not enough lifestyle scenes. Not enough lifestyle scenes at all. At all. I liked it, but you know, it's not enough. So then we get to Angela and Charles at the workout. This scene is why I said I like Uncle Charles, but I don't like Angela at all. So let me get comfortable so we can get into this one. See, this scene to me, sisters, nieces, nephews, cousins. This scene was the epitome, the apex, the core reason. This is the reason that I don't like Angela. This is why I don't like her. I like her husband. Can we give him a peach? Is it possible? Because y'all have called for certain men to have peaches. And if there's somebody that need a peach, it's Charles Oakley. Charles that will strangle a Negro Oakley. I want him with a peach. Stat. Give him the peach. Make her a goddamn friend of the show. Like she can show up and be like friend of Charles. Because I'm over her. She's a chop to me. And I feel like I'm going to just go out on a limb. You got to really like lame hoes to like Angela. Angela is lame as hell. She's lame. She's whack. She's late. She's played. And you know what else? Before I get into this scene, I'm trying to understand Why is Charles the only person able to see through her bull crap? He see through her stuff, called her stuff, and everybody on the internet is playing dumb. Ooh, Angela cool. Ooh, I'm like, why Charles see it and y'all don't? Give him the peach. Give him the peach. Bianca the Beautiful is in the chat. Okay? All right. Now, when in Rome, say, Auntie, leave Angela alone. The viewers, I don't care if y'all love her. I can't stand that raggedy, whack, late hoe. I can't. Hey, Miss Gigi, I love, here you go, when in Rome. I love you, though, because you're gorgeous. But I don't like her. I'm sick of her. And she lied too goddamn much. Yeah, real brother is respected here. I love real. I love real. I've had it. I'm over it. Over it. So listen, right. That's what I feel like. I don't feel like it's that they love Angela, they hate Porsha. So because they feel like she's against Porsha, oh, we love Angela. It's like, stop being lame. Don't be lame. But listen, so then we get this scene, they working out. She say he be real tough doing the workouts because he take them serious. He work out every day. Of course he do. This man was a walking machine for all these years, you know, putting that ball in that hoop, making all that big old money. You know what I'm saying? And everything like that. Y'all know I love Charles Oakley. I've liked Charles Oakley since I was a size 4. Yeah, about a size 4. Way back. Hey, it's Tish. All right. So it be like that. Baby, I don't know why people get so mad about Phaedra and Porsha. Like certain people, they see them, you know, or if they think the person is doing well or like getting love anywhere, they just lose it. I don't know what that is. It's a little strange to me. I don't like none of them, but I don't have like any particular special vitriol against them, like personally. Like I don't have any personal real investment with these people. I think I said it best yesterday when we finished reviewing Sinners. I think I can see clearly what's happening because I don't like anybody. And so because I don't like anyone, I'm not like thirsty or interested, and I have no investment in spinning a narrative to make one person look good over another, because they all are full of crap to me. Like I'm not interested in making you look good. You know, it's almost like a blessing when you don't like nobody, because then you can kind of see everybody's mess, right? So she talking about the workouts and stuff, and he's tough and all of that. Then she started telling him about women. And y'all know I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it when anybody does it. Like you mentioned a couple of little things if they know the women personally. But her first go-to is to go to this man and start telling him women business, which is, again, whack as hell to me, honey. Why are you running to this man with women business, right? So then he was like, you know, she was Porsha this, Porsha that, you know, and I invited Drew because I wanted them to work it out. And he was like, why would you invite somebody to somebody else got their birthday? Like, basically, what the hell wrong with you? And I'm like, thank you, Charles. God in heaven, my God will bless you for me, because he said what anybody with a brain would say. Why would you even do some old whack crap like that? So she was like, I feel like that's something you would do. He was like, I don't do ish like that. I say, okay. Thank you, Lord. I was so happy, like for real. I had to have a whole praise break because I was sitting there like, hey, am I going crazy? Is the world right and I'm crazy, or do I have it straight? And all these people playing stupid just because they don't like one person over another. So she don't have any friends. That's why she running to him. That might be what it is, but that's a whole mistake. Okay, that's a whole mistake. All right. And so he was like, I don't do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so she was, you know, proceeded to tell him what was going on. And yeah, he don't care nothing about that. That man don't care nothing about that mess because he's a man. He ain't supposed to care about that. So then she's, you know, telling him about what happened with the conversation, and you know, they was upset or whatever. And he was like, yeah, that makes sense. And then she lied. I guess he wasn't on her side. He wasn't going along with it enough. So then she turned around and gonna lie and say Porsha had Brit talking for her. Blatant lie. What the hell is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Miss Cash Money taking over for the 99 and the 2000. Why are you lying to this man? So because he saw through your bull crap, called bull crap, you needed him to be on your side, so you started lying. For those of y'all who ain't watched, she started lying. Oh, well, Porsha had Brit talking for her. She did not have Brit talking for her. Porsha wasn't even talking to Brit. Porsha wouldn't talk to none of y'all. When she got that call and found out that Dennis had lied to her again, she came down with a whole attitude. She wasn't fixed up. She had on a black dress, dressed in all black like the Omen, like she was Lil' Kim or something. She wasn't talking to nobody. Not even Shamea couldn't get a word out of her. Brit was trying to pick for a conversation. She got blew off. So how the hell Porsha had Brit bang bang sleazy talking for her? Porsha ain't had bang bang sleazy talking for her. Bang bang was picking with you because she want to pick with you. Because bang bang still mad because you called her out by telling that lie about her license being revoked. And then she had to change it too. She was under investigation. She's still been mad ever since the Raw Grits brunch. Ever since the Raw Grits brunch and y'all two clash, bang bang sleazy done had it in for you. But when you go to tell your husband what happened, Angela, Miss Cash Money Records taking over for the 99 in the 2000, you went lying to your husband. Porsha had Brit. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. At that moment, Porsha wasn't even your problem. And now when you talking to your husband, you still lying on this lady. You did something nasty, and then you was fixated on her when she wasn't bothering you. She wasn't studying you. She got a call about Dennis lying, and at that moment, she really didn't even want to be looking at Drew because you connected to Dennis with this mess, and Dennis done lied. You wasn't even on her radar. You nor your big feet was not on her radar. You lying, lame, late heifer. Y'all know I can't stand an old lying hooker. This the second time. No, third time I done called Angela lying. I don't like you, lady. You're a liar. You're weird. And I believe Wendy Williams that man do have an outside child. Anyway, so back to the mess after she lied or whatever. So he's sitting there still wasn't studying. And then she told me to kiss her butt. And so he was like, oh, well. And then told her when she was like, well, I asked her why she took that woman husband. He was like, that ain't got nothing to do with you. And so then she really looking stupid. So she was like, oh, you on Porsha's side? You on Porsha's side? You on Porsha's side? It's not about being on Porsha's side, you loser. The issue is that the man know right from wrong, and he telling you that you wrong. And I'm going to tell you something else. You dumb. You going to mess around and lose your man. You're going to mess around and lose your man. You barely got it. From what we could see here, it looked like you barely holding on. Like you holding on. Barely. And you're going to mess around and lose your man acting like a fool. It ain't worth it, girl. Yep, it's just a baby face ache. That's what she said. That's what she said. Right. Porsha wasn't even in the conversation. She done lied on the girl and everything. If you just got a thing for Porsha, say I don't like her. And so I said what I wanted to say to her. Hey, my Ashley, what's up, boo? So I heard they split. Ain't no shock. Ain't no shock. I don't think she is, but I doubt it would be difficult for her. I heard Oakley is generous with his little Petey Wheat. Charles ain't with the BS, and so he called it. Lord, see, DS, that's why your butt be in the reflection corner. You got 31.2 seconds. She holding on with both flippers. Y'all see this? Y'all see this fool? Let me put it back. So then she was like, you still on her side? You still on her side? Let me tell you what she said about you. You buckle up. He was like, I don't need no seatbelt. What'd she say? Then she lied again. She said you were so easy to F. That lady ain't saying nothing about that man was so easy to F. She said what hoes around the world have said forever. What Salt and Pepper made a song about. If you mess with me, I take your man. That's what she said. And Kelly repeated it exactly like she said it. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about Bilbo Baggins, but Bilbo Baggins, I believe, repeated that right. Kelly said, Porsha said she better leave me alone before I F her man. That's what Bilbo said she said, which is almost identical to Salt and Pepper song. You know, Salt and Pepper just got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but we want to all pretend like we wasn't sitting up there dancing to I take your man right out the box, put him under my padlock. Oh, we don't remember that. Oh, now we so high and holy. We don't remember we was dancing to that. Not she a web toe away. You get in that reflection corner too. You got 17.9 seconds. Oh, we wasn't dancing. The lady saw I got your man and you can't do anything about it. We wasn't dancing to that. Okay, got it. Say, I'm a lady. I never take a man. I ain't say I'll take one. I said we was all dancing to it. We wasn't clutching our pearls when we was juking. So why is everybody clutching their pearls? Because she said it. I'll wait. Ain't nothing wrong with a good old fakery. You know, if we being fake, y'all tell me and I'll try to see what I can do. They meant it just like that. Did you not read the lyrics? Or should I read them to you? Should I read them to you? Because I know what I was dancing to. No, baby. No sugar. Auntie don't play hoe games. Auntie go get husbands. Her own husband. I ain't never had to go find a man in nobody else's bed. I'm way too cute, too fly, too intelligent, too witty for that. No. But I'm going to tell you, I did dance to that song. I shook my behind all over the place. But no, I'm way too fly. I ain't never had to borrow a man from nobody. Miss Nisa say, that was my song. I love me some salt and pepper. And me too. Yep, we was all dancing the lady saw, but now all of a sudden, everybody want to get online because they don't like Porsha. We got to pretend, ooh, I can't believe she said it. Some of y'all done say it worse. Some of y'all done say it worse. Deborah say, well, I'm from the Temptations era talking about my girl. Me too. But I was still shaking my behind till I take your man. I did. Angie girl say, Brandon must don't know Salt and Pepper track record. And don't, because them two right there, Cheryl and Sandy. They was passing me around in the same group. Don't start me to talking about it. Don't start me to talking about it now, because I'm like, it's just real funny to me. Everybody done turn to saints real quick. Saints and ain'ts. Saints and ain'ts. I'm just saying. Ooh, now you in the reflection corner for 12.4 seconds. She say Pepper and Brit got the same BBL. Now you know you wrong for that, niece. Even say LOL is just because Porsha's so pretty and fine, it bothers their soul. I think so. I still couldn't see me being scared of her, but they act like they scared of Porsha. It's like the idea of Porsha frightens these people, and I don't get it. I don't care how good you look, you ain't me. I don't care how good you look, you ain't me. But the fact that these women act like they be so shook by Porsha, who's she supposed to be that y'all so shook by? I just don't understand. But yeah, she done lied on the girl, told the man, she said, you so easy to F. He was like, oh, for real? He still wasn't shook up. She couldn't get the response she wanted. So she talking about, I'm ready to go to war. So then he started mocking her like, oh yeah, well, go to war then. I want a ticket for that. She should have felt played because she played herself on camera. And I really hope that she watches this back and see just how lame she looks. You run into this man to tell him this stuff. And I still say this low-key, her begging him, please don't hunch Porsha. What you scared of Porsha for? Porsha Coochie couldn't keep Dennis home. And she was big and pregnant at the time. So why are you so scared of her mentioning her coochie? I don't understand. Let me just leave that alone because y'all know I said that before. Porsha has a reputation for being a huncher. I don't know whether she's really a huncher, but she got the reputation for being a huncher. If you that scared of a huncher, stop picking fights with a huncher because a huncher gonna push back with their coochie. So I don't understand why you picking fights with hunchers. Yeah, their self-esteem is in hell, pure hell. And it gets on my nerves. So next up, we back with Porsha, Diane, Dennis, PJ, and a new au pair. And I'm like, okay, this scene might have been okay if we'd have had this with the surrogate scene, maybe the dog park scene, and then some more scenes with some actual substance. It was interesting, but not really that interesting. Right. You did the whole stroll. I ain't never do the whole stroll. But some of my best friends are hoes. Hey, y'all. Shout out to Ocala. You about to play the song? I'm not mad at that. Why would you put the idea in that man's mind? Angela slow. Thank you. She literally just went and told him, if you run into Porsha anywhere, try her because she might give you some coochie. That's all he heard. Because he don't care nothing about you being upset. He showed you that. Belicious say not punch back with the cooch. That's what they do. If the girl is a huncher, that's what she gonna do. If you know she got a reputation of being a huncher. Randy Martin said, wait, did you say a huncher is going to push back with their coochie? That's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what they do. So you went messing with a huncher. She pushed back with her coochie. Now you crying through your pinched nose. So in this scene, we found out Porsha finna get an au pair from South Africa. Cute little girl. She showed up. Real cute kid. So she got some other au pair friends in the area and everything. They did a little, welcome home thing. Bought her cake, some balloons and stuff. And she gonna be splitting her time between Dennis' house and Porsha house and all like that. And I hope Dennis don't bother that child. That looks like a young lady. And I pray that Dennis does not bother that young lady. Dennis is gross because y'all remember we found out on Porsha's spinoff that he had tried to bother Porsha's little cousin Storm, the little cute one. Dennis better not bother that kid. I hope he don't. I swear I hope he don't bother that young girl because she looks like such a good girl. She's so decent looking, very clean, very pretty. You can tell she's very fresh. She looks untouched. And Dennis better not bother that girl. That it kind of pissed me off a little bit. I'm like, Porsha, I don't know about sending her over there with Dennis. When Dennis got her, let Dennis manage her on his own. Don't send that baby over there because if Dennis got access to that child, I don't know that Dennis wouldn't bother that young girl. I don't like Dennis. Dennis is disgusting. He is disgusting. Very disgusting. With what? Stop making up. Do we have to cover that Simon penis don't work again? Y'all want me to make a song about it? I'm just saying. It don't work. He climbed on top of her to do what? Flop around. Because it don't work. Fallon told y'all it don't work. She told y'all it don't work. So what was he on top of her doing? I'll wait. Y'all be making me tired making up stuff. Don't do that. This is the place where we tell the truth, even if it's an ugly truth. Even if the truth ain't ugly. Even if the truth ain't pretty, we tell the truth. The man's Johnson don't work. It don't. No, ma'am, that ain't what Fallon said. I'm gonna need you to go back through the archives. No. Say maybe he was chewing on it with the new doggy teeth. I'm just saying he wasn't on top of her. Brandon say, but Simon works out and has big arms. No, he don't. He got a wide chest with titties and little bitty tiny arms. That's what he got. And the air pump wasn't working. Thank you, DS. And go take your 10 seconds in the corner. So anywho, we find out about that. Then she go and talk to Dennis by himself about the call that she got. And she just decided to move on since he want to make himself an honorary house husband. You may as well move on because he ain't gonna listen. Oh, now the underarms probably smell like onions. You don't think that man got no deodorant? Girl, you crazy. So listen. So she talking about him and she telling him what had happened and why it had happened. He went to talking about, well, I just showed up to a studio session and the cameras was there. Production busted him out. That ain't what happened. The cameras was already there before Drew even got there. So you knew about it. You was perfectly aware of it, whatever, yada, yada. Right? So she was like, well, why did I have to hear it in the street? And then he comes showing up at a confessional because he want to be on camera so bad. And wait, not a strap on like he a lesbian. So now y'all done turned Simon to a lesbian. Well, maybe he is. Maybe I done seen some lesbians kind of look like Simon in the face. Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, he wanted to be in the confessional, so the producer was even asking him, why did she have to hear it in the street? Why she couldn't hear it from you? He's sitting up there, y'all could have heard a rat piss on cotton. He had no answer for that because it was bullcrap. Then we find out again for the umpteenth time, Porsha slow, real slow. So she come talking about, well, she was trying to hunt you or whatever, you was trying to hunt her or whatever. And so she got some screenshots and she's showing him screenshots talking about you telling her all you had to do was say yes. And she was like, so y'all was trying to hunch? And he was like, not me, somebody else. Basically, when Porsha put pressure on, Dennis done told Drew business. Said, yeah, she was getting hunched, but it wasn't by him. So I said, nah, Drew is a huncher. So wait a minute, Drew. Last season, it was Ty. the girl that Mimi from Love and Hip Hop was going with, who is also Candace's friend, who is now going with Ming Lee. So last time you was hunching the girl. This time, didn't say you hunching somebody over there. I'm assuming that maybe it's the other guy that's over there that be at the studio and stuff. Drew, who you hunching? Drew, you's a huncher. This the same girl that was trying to make this whole thing like she was so high and holy, and she was after Toyota forever for hunching profit lot. She was the hunching police. Oh, you ruined my baby's baby dedication, a blessing, because you was hunching the profit lot. Profit lot. Everybody hunching. She the hunch police. She got a hunch badge. She the hunch sheriff. Now, all of a sudden, Drew hunching everybody. You hunching Ty. Dennis got put under pressure. He threw you under the bus, girl. He done told us you over there hunching. Drew, you hunching? Oh, Drew. You lying and hunching? Dang, Drew. No wonder you ain't want them divorce records open. Listen, it's tough around here. It's tough around here, baby. It's tough. Not we hunching and hiding. Hunching and hiding. Drew hunching somebody new every season. Listen, don't you disrespect Esther Roll. Esther Roll was a graceful, beautiful, classic lady. Simon looked more like Trick Daddy. Don't try Esther. Lord rest her soul. That was a beautiful lady. When in Rome say that's why she ain't want them documents unsealed. I said, oh, now we finna find out. Now we finna find out why Ralph want them papers unsealed and she want them sealed real bad, like a coffin. Okay, you out here hunching. And it didn't even take a whole lot of pressure. Porsha put just a slight pressure on Dennis, and he done told all your business. All of it. So anyway, we get this scene where we finally find out that there's at least one person in Brit's family that's worth anything. Anything. And that's the grandma. Straight up. Granny Edith, whatever her last name is, grandma is the truth. Yes, she was elegant and an icon. Yes, she was. We will never disrespect Esther Roll on this platform. Yeah, Trick after the lupus, because Trick before the lupus was kind of fine and stuff, but after the lupus, Natasha, if he touched the au pair, that will not be dating. That is a predatory situation. That is a young girl. Most of those au pairs are still students. They are young people. He is far older than that girl, and he is in the power dynamic is in his favor because he's one of the employers. So that will not be dating. That would be assault. That would be inappropriate relationship. That would be predatory, but it would not be dating. So he better not touch that child. That's just creepy and messed up. And Porsha better have a rethink. When Pilar go over there to her daddy's house, let him manage on his own or let him hire somebody to help like that. Porsha don't need to put that young lady in harm's way like that. Dennis is a lech and he is a predator and he is disgusting. Regardless of what people say, because I've seen people online trying to pretend like, oh, Dennis is such a great person just because him and Porsha split up. He's not a great person. He's a disgusting person. Anywho, we get the Edith sisters and the mama and all that, right? What are you talking about? The divorce wasn't even final. ICE got him. So how we know how much money she got from him? And we know Porsha got a few million on her own. Why do y'all make up stories? It just makes you look crazy. So they over there packing at the mama house. Now we found out, yes, he was acting very creepy around the au pair. Thank you, Brandon. I was very uncomfortable seeing that. Very. So back to Bang Bang Sleazy and crew. So they packing up the house. The granny was there, the mama there, and the sister, one of the sisters. So while they packing up stuff, they putting up pictures and stuff. We find out that her daddy built the house, and I believe what I wrote was it was about a year after he finished the house, he passed away, or not a year or close to a year, something like that. I know I heard something about a year. Okay. Who would I choose between Simon, Dennis, and Cordell? Now one. Simon is somebody's granddaddy with a broken penis. Dennis likes to hunch young girls and, according to Tasha K, animals. And Cordell was using Porsha for a beard because he prefers men's booty holes. Neither one. Thank you. Management. Porsha learned to save her money after Cordell. She sure did, because Cordell was the one that put her through hell. Yeah, like goofy stuff. Like, what is all that? Like, we're not late enough for that. Hey, Class Aquila, thank you for being 136. So we found out the daddy died not long after building that house. We found out that her mama had been with her daddy since they were 17. The one sister was upset, not really. I think her and Brit was both kind of upset, like emotional upset. Like, oh, this the memories, and Brit talking about now we don't have a home to go back to or whatever. Y'all grown and your mama don't want to sit there in that house and whatever and wait for y'all to need her to run back home and all that. I understand about wanting to have home base because home base is important, but your mama need to do what she need to do so she could be healthy physically, mentally, whatever. So that's what that is. The big one, the bigger sister went in the kitchen looking for liquor, talking about, oh, everything gone. And she was like, where's the liquor? And she was like, you'd have been over here more, you'd have known. I don't drink like that. Ain't no liquor here. Then she like had this weird outburst. And I was like, wait a minute. This something running in their family. All them heifers off in the head. So let's talk about it. Now, we find out in this scene that her sister is just as throwed off as her. Y'all know how Brit be in them situations with the women and everybody talking normal, and she just burst out like Kenya talking to her calm and normal and start yelling. Or like Angela said, well, what would be the reason that they would take your license? You know what I'm saying? Then when, all this stuff. And then we see the sister do the same thing. She talking to the mama and everything. Next thing you know, I can't believe you throw away all my daddy's stuff. It was like, at first I'm like, is she joking? Is this like, because families have their own little idiosyncrasies. So I'm like, is this how they joke? And then I realized she wasn't joking. This heifer ain't joking. She crazy. So I was like, this don't look good right here. What you got going on, baby? I don't know about this. This right here, I don't know. Yeah, when in Rome, they all crazy. They all crazy. All of them. And hold on. Peanut, what'd you say? The mama messed them girls up. She did. She messed them up. So they just yelling and screaming and going on. And like it was bad. And she, why'd you throw out my daddy's stuff? And the mama say, how dare you throw out my daddy's stuff? She said, how dare he leave me? I say, wait a minute. She said, well, he died. And I'm like, oh, y'all are not normal. Like y'all not normal. And so they going back and forth doing this weird stuff. The other sister called, and so she checking in or whatever, hollering at everybody, how y'all doing? I'm not gonna be coming over, but I'm gonna see y'all another time. And the one that just got through yelling at the mama, she started yelling at. Well, first she was like, the girl said, "I love you, I love all y'all," and so. And then next thing she was like, you love me too? And the girl was like, of course I love you. Hey, Rochelle, thank you for being 140. And so she was like, of course I love you. And she was like, then pick up my calls. And she was like, look, we all grieve differently. So she's, calmly expressing to her that I need my distance. I need to keep my distance to get myself together. She started screaming, crying, going on. So I'm like, I'm grieving too. And I mean, yelling and doing. I was like, oh no. Oh no. I said, these heifers crazy. Hey, Design and Style with Sandy. So I thought I was the only one who saw that something is missing up there for real. Sis, I saw it too. Right. The other sister staying away for a reason. Them hookers ain't normal. And so she yelling and doing all this stuff and everything. And I was like, this is weird. And the granny was like, you at this point, Granny done checked them already one time, told them stop acting a goddamn fool. And then Grandma checked them again. And I say, see, soon as Granny lost her strength, and I can tell that these hookers waited until Granny lost all her strength to just go all out full crazy. Because the way Grandma was looking at them, I knew off the rip, if Granny had her strength, if Granny was in her full strength, she'd have got up from that chair and went to popping them hoes. But because Granny done, lost her strength, Father Time done picked Grandma's pockets, she couldn't get her hands on them like she wanted to. So she told them a second time, God is in control of everything. And I keep telling y'all, stop acting a goddamn fool. I say, tell them, Granny. Tell them, Gran. I'm telling y'all, let me just share this. On the inside, I said a little prayer, kind of like kind of like Samson did after Delilah messed him up and cut his hair, and them people blinded him and tied him up. And y'all remember in the scripture where Samson was like, Lord, just give me my strength one more time so I can just perish with my enemies. And he gave me strength one more time. He could pull them pillars down. I said a little prayer. I say, Lord, give Granny her strength one more time so she can get up and knock the hell out these hookers. But he didn't do it. He didn't do it. But I said that prayer in here. I'm like, Lord, let her get up. Get him, Granny. Get him. I was cheering for her, but you know, she didn't have the strength. I believe Granny would have got him if she could. The cornbread ain't done in the middle. I agree. I wanted Granny to go get him. Hey, T. Monique, thank you for being 141. Okay. So, yeah, Grandma the only voice the reason. She was the only lady in the room. And you can tell Grandma was the lady. I don't know what happened with your daughter, ma'am, and your grandchildren. Maybe the girl that's staying away was a granny's baby, so she got too much sense and she don't want to be around them other three. But Granny, I don't know what happened to your daughter and your grandchildren, ma'am. I don't know, but I like you. I think you are a classy and elegant lady, and I like you. Hey, Tiffany J, thank you for being 142. So check it. We got the Bailey Q situation coming up. So let's get into this because we had more mess that was on my last good nerve. This was the culmination of them being on my nerve. And when I dropped the StreamYard tonight, I need y'all to hit that link and come tell me what y'all saw and what y'all think and what y'all felt, because I am traumatized after this horrible episode. So we got the Bailey Q. They doing the preps and stuff. Production do the flashbacks of her other Bailey Qs with her stiff twerking and all that stuff. And she doing Juneteenth. Brittany showed up with this green situation outfit on. I don't know what that was. It started raining and thundering. It was a lot. And then the prophet shows up with some man. I don't know if that was her husband or whatever, but she showed up. Somebody. Oh, let me see if that person answered me back, because somebody told me that lady ain't no prophet. They said that she's an Atlanta blogger. Now, that's what the lady told me. Now, I'm going to tell you that's what I was told. Now, I don't know if that's true. I'm trying to get confirmation. Oh, okay. She said she had the wrong person. Okay, thank you. Because I'm like, what is we talking about here? Is she a prophet or not? So maybe she is really a prophet. So anyway, the Brit lady walk in. It didn't give prophet to me. It gave full of crap. Because she see Brit Edith talking about, oh, I just feel that you choosing other people over yourself. And it's time for you to choose yourself when it comes to your business. And I'm like, what is this generic gobbledygook that she's spitting? So I'm like, okay, you know, maybe she just ain't pick up nothing strong off of them or whatever. But that's what she gave her for no reason, right? Kelly shows up with her publicist, and I'm like, Angela shows up in her yellow. What at this point, what I'm giving y'all is what I gave when they came in with them dry, you know, entrances. Angela comes in with her yellow. You know, she making herself comfortable. Timon and Pumbaa sitting on the other couch making faces when Angela come in. I'm like, what y'all doing that for? What y'all doing all that for? Really, what is it for? If y'all don't like her, then you don't like her. Just don't talk to her. What y'all making faces for? Is this high school? I'm telling y'all, I was looking at this like, this can't be RHOA. This cannot be RHOA. Timon and Pumbaa over there sniggling and smirking and making faces on my nerves. Hey, sweet tea. And I'm like, I don't like Angela, but what we doing all that? Angela is not 43. When she said that, it was a joke. The lady is 52. Or is it 52 or 53? Something like that. But it was a joke. She was quoting Lenithia when Nene said, I'm 43 to be exact. Remember that? It was a joke. It was a joke. Lord, not Burn Ernie. Y'all, Brandon is calling Kelly and Bert and Ernie. It actually fits. That's why I'm mad. Because it fits. That's why I'm mad. Because you're right, Brandon. They really could be Bert and Ernie. So they over there sniggling and stuff. And I'm just like, y'all look stupid being childish. No, Classy, she was joking. She told the truth later about her age. It was a joke. It was a joke. Y'all don't get jokes no more. I don't know. She was joking. It was a joke. She literally quoted Nene. She did what all these new girls have done all season. Quote the originals because they're not original. But either way, moving right along. So the prophet then tells Kelly about what her ex did to her car, and she like, oh, I ain't tell nobody but Brit about that. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. Whatever, it is kind of interesting. She knew about the car, but I guess, you know, I don't know. I'm not really impressed with soothsayers, you know, whatever. But that's what she says. Shamea shows up, and she put on her, you know, African garb. She had on her she was like, dashiki me please, or whatever. I ain't see no dashiki, but I did see a nice little Ankara print. Looks like it was a little blinged out, little bedazzled Ankara. I'm not mad at it. I be wondering sometimes about Shamea fashion choices. Sometimes she put on stuff that be really, really cute on her, and sometimes it's just like, is this a costume? But you know, when I see her more costumey, then I remember she is Candy's friend, because y'all know Candy can get costumey too, rather than just like they don't always get the theme. It goes straight to costume. So maybe that's where she was going with it. I don't really know. She looked pretty. It gave costume. Evie say it gave Princess from Coming to America. Yeah, from the original Coming to America, not even the reboot, the original. But I was like, all right, you know, I guess. The prophet tells Angela, like, you done got too comfortable and the comfort has to stop. Like, basically her telling her, like, you know, you and your husband need to go on a vacation. Y'all need to spruce and all that. Angela was like, oh, let me go get me some Victoria's Secretions. You know, she was being a good sport about it. And so then she gets in the confessional, like, yeah, you know, his love language is cooking and cleaning and doing some chores or whatever. But, you know, we are fine. We are fine. Okay, we are fine. It don't matter who you trying to convince, you or them. Because no, I don't think nobody's that invested in whether you and Uncle Charles is fine. Who you trying to convince? But you know, I was like, okay, I guess, girl. Then it said something about he has his eye on a Porsche or whatever. Shamea went joking, talking about some Porsche. First she said, who got a Porsche? Or like, he's got his eye on a Porsche or something. And Shamea was like, you saying I own a Porsche, not his eye on Porsche, right? And I was like, what is y'all talking about? Shamea, why would you say that? Even if you thought it, why would you say that? I was really looking at Shamea like, I knew it was something about you that didn't make me feel that comfortable. I didn't know what it was, but I knew it was something. So then when it got to Shamea, she tells Shamea 2025 is her money-making year, and it's important to lay low. So I said, okay, I don't know what that means, but maybe she did, right? And then everybody got quiet when she told Shamea that. And I'm like, again, acting like high school girls, just weird stuff, right? Totally agree, Deb. I totally agree. So then Porsha walks in right after all the jokes and, oh, not I own a Porsha, right? Porsha walks in. She makes jokes with the prophet, like, oh, what? Because the lady was like, I wanted you to come sit over here. So she sat one place and she got up and got close to the lady. And she was like, what? You see, I'm finna go through a divorce. Is that what you see? You know, joking around with, I guess she kind of knows her or knows of her. So they comfortable with each other playing around. And anywho, they did all that. And Angela was sitting over there, like, basically, in my opinion, she wanted Porsha to like recognize that she wasn't talking to her. Oh, Porsha gets nothing from me until she dressed the elephant in the room. Girl, you did all that, and the minute she gave you any pushback, now she owes you some apology, and you're a victim. Like, I was over it. Like, I'm tired. At this point, if you don't want to talk to Porsha, don't talk to Porsha. I bet you she gonna be fine. Okay, she done been on here before when people weren't talking to her. After she drugged Kenya, her and Kenya was feuding. Kenya wasn't talking to her, ain't want to nowhere. Then she went through it. Well, Candy wasn't talking to her and ain't invited nowhere. If you don't want to talk to her, don't talk to her. Just don't talk to her. It's simple, right? So anyway, all that went on, and Drew walks in. The prophet tells Drew, I'm going to talk to you in private because I know you don't want to talk in public. Porsha talking about Drew only want to lie in public. She want the truth in private. I said, seal documents. Angela then talks about how she needs a good vibe. And then here come Bang Bang Sleazy. See, this is where I be looking at Angela like you either remedial or you really just be dry lying, because you got to know this girl got it in for you. Bang Bang Sleazy got it in for Angela. If okay, let me see if y'all, I want to know who agree with me. Do y'all think, because this is what I think, put a 3 in the chat if y'all think that Bang Bang Sleazy is still holding a grudge against Angela for the raw grits brunch. I think she is. I'm gonna put a 3. If y'all think she not holding a grudge against that lady, put a 4. I think she is. Let me put my 3 in the chat now. She sit up and do that let's make up stuff and we can move on stuff, but that's fake and she not being for real. That girl still holding a whole grudge. A whole grudge. I'm for real. Bang Bang Sleazy she's sleazy. She told you she moving on and whatever, but she's not. She's holding a grudge. And Angela's so dumb. She up here talking to her husband, blaming Porsha. Porsha's not your problem. Porsha ragged in the mango seed, but this one ain't got nothing to do with Porsha. This got to do with you catching Bang Bang Sleazy in that lie. Bang Bang had done lied to Shamea and said she lost her license because of Kenya, and Shamea didn't know it was a lie, and she repeated it while y'all was eating them raw grits, and you caught her in that lie. She ain't gonna never let it go because you exposed her. People that sit up and just lie and play victim, they're never gonna be happy with somebody who exposed them when they're using their tools of manipulation. Ma'am, she's holding a grudge. So then we get the showdown again between her and Bang Bang Sleazy. Now I'm gonna tell you, this right here was a long time coming. Some of that stuff that Angela said to Bang Bang, this is that stuff that she thought up in her head after she left from the raw grits brunch. And I'm gonna tell y'all why I say that. While they was at the raw grits brunch, Bang Bang Sleazy was just going in and read the MF round and all this cussing and stuff and twirl up out of here, all this stuff. Angela really didn't have no real heavy comebacks for her because Angela don't think good on her feet. Angela had to have time to think up some stuff. I know people like that. She done had to get home. Oh, I should have said this. Oh, I should have said that. So she was ready for her this time. When the girl came at her, she was ready. She was ready. See, when they was at that dinner table, let me shake, shake the whole timeline down for you. When they was at that dinner table on Porsha's birthday trip, she wasn't ready for Bang Bang Sleazy. When Bang Bang started coming at her at that dinner table, she like, dang, we just apologized to each other. We just made up. She wasn't ready. So that's why she stopped going back and forth with Bang Bang Sleazy and started shooting at Porsha with the whole stuff. Why you took that lady husband? Girl, you and Bang Bang Sleazy beefing. Why you trying to bring Porsha address Bang Bang Sleazy? She right there. She right in front of you. Get her. But she wasn't ready. So now when you come back over here, now you ready. Now you're ready. Okay, fine. I'm not mad at it either because Bang Bang Sleazy was holding a grudge. So all Angela said was, I just need some, what she say, good vibes. She said, I need some good vibes. That's all the lady said. Say she needed good vibes. Brit jump in. Bang Bang Sleazy jumps in talking about you get what you give. You receive what you give. What was that to even say? She said she need good vibes. That was actually a positive comment. Bang Bang Sleazy. That's what I don't like about Bang Bang Sleazy. One of the many things. You holding a grudge, but you're not woman enough to say, hell no, ho, I don't forgive you. See, I can respect that because that's the kind of girl I am. If I don't forgive you, I don't forgive you and get the hell up out my face. Simple as that. But they so phony. So she told her while they was at the little whiskey tasting, oh, I forgive you this, that, and listen, it's a resolution and move on. And I saw people on social media like, I'm so glad that they could come to a resolution. Them whores ain't came to no resolution. They still beefing. So the minute Angela say something as simple as, I need some good vibes. Oh, you receive what you give. What was that to even say? Oh, she wasn't even talking to you. So here she come jumping in there. And so Angela was like, what is going on? She wants you at this point, she trying to invite the back and forth because this time she done already said, I'm ready for it this time. And they went to going back and forth, and she talking about, can you hear the words that's coming out of my mouth, and yelling and being all extra and ignorant and just disgusting inside somebody's house. And so then Angela was ready. She been ready to give it to her. Talking about some, what she says, big as your mouth is, of course, you know, I can hear you, whatever. And then here come bang, bang, sleazy, because she thinking she ready this time. Oh, I'm ready, because everybody been reading her to the floor. She ain't got mouth for nothing. All she can do is threaten to shoot people. So then here she go, well, you sound like you need to use your mouth a little bit more. And that girl say, I do, but not as much as you, because you know, because you got stretch marks on your mouth. I say, oh, touche. Good serve. So at this point, I'm turning my head the other way. Now, how you gonna combat that? Couldn't come up with nothing. And that's when she told her she had miles on her mouth. I say, okay, that's a double serve. What you got, bang, bang? And she came back again and told her, I'm a wife, you're a whore. And I'm sitting there like, y'all both wives. She can be she is a hoe, but she's also a wife, so she say. So I was like, that's deep. Meanwhile, Shamea sitting over there like, I say, yeah, Shamea, I agree, tenfold. So, you know, they going, and then, you know, next thing we know, Angela doubled down on the whole comment again, you a whore. And I say, oh, not a whore. Are we pronouncing it proper? A whore. All right, whore. Okay. I said, okay, here we go. And then she was like, then bang, bang. I guess bang, bang finally put a little bit of kerosene in her engine. Because then she say, you need to be a whore in the bedroom with your husband so he can quit going out there in them streets. And I said, oh. And then I said, okay, well, that was a whole, that was a return volley. Okay. We got action. And then Angela say, well, you need to revisit your own marriage. I'm like, Angela, that's not enough. You got to come on and hit her with the come on. If you heard that somebody been bending her husband, then come on with the come on, because she finna get you. I know what Brit is predictable. Bang, bang, sleazy is predictable. When she said you need to be hoe in the bedroom with your husband so he'll quit running the street, she was setting you up for the spite about that outside baby. And she did not disappoint. She immediately came in with the outside baby. Who got an outside baby? You better have receipts. When y'all talk about other people, do you need a receipt? We're going to see in the upcoming episode, Drew's a dummy talking about what the blog said about Porsha and Future. Ain't nobody said nothing about Porsha and Future but Simon. Simon accused Porsha going with Future, and Future told y'all no the hell he wasn't. And I believe Navardius, because everybody else he hunch and he tell. But I digress. So, Angela, who you think you are that people need receipts to say stuff to you? Did you need a receipt to say what you said to Porsha? I was tickled. So I say, what you gonna do, Angela? What you gonna do? Because y'all don't be looking for no receipts when y'all slang accusations at other people. It is what it is, cuz. And all I want to know is you gonna run back to your husband to repeat this too. Because every time you get into it with them women, you go running back to him when you could have just stayed out the fray. Okay? What you said they need to hire me to do the editing? I would go do that. I wouldn't get on their camera, but I would definitely help them with the editing, honey, because the truth is the truth. And Eva, that's what happened too. Angela did not practice enough reads. See, when she ran out, Bang Bang had just like recranked her engine, and she had set her up for that spike about that outside baby, right? So what you mean? Should she have stayed? I don't know. You can't tell married people what to do. That's her husband. I didn't put them together. I can't break them up. If your husband get a baby and you want to stay, you stay. If your husband get a baby and you want to go, you go. Nobody shouldn't be telling married women what to do with their lives and what they should do. Who am I to tell a married woman what to do? I'm not married to y'all, and I didn't marry y'all. That ain't none of my business. I digress. So that went on, and I was like, ooh, I knew it. I knew she was setting up for it. And then after she spiked her with the side baby, and then you better have some receipts, Angela ain't had nothing else to give. I say, oh, these hoes here finna feud for a long time, because they both phony. Both of them want to pretend like, well, we moving on, but y'all still holding them grudges and beefing, right? Okay, so bet. Cynthia do this weird trivia thing. They answering questions. Porsha talking about, oh, I ain't never been so loud and wrong. We get the flashback to Porsha thinking somebody was actually driving the Underground Railroad train. And I'm like, Lord, good and dumb. Then they get on to the food. So they fixing plates and stuff. The food did look decent. Okay. And that's cool. They fixing plates and stuff. They sitting down and eating stuff. And then I see Angela telling Drew, talking about, what she say? I got issues to address. Porsha better than me, because I wouldn't know where to talk to you. Girl, you got a problem. I don't care if you mad. You being mad is not my problem. But, I guess, Porsha ain't really the type of girl that's going to stand 10 toes down on nothing, because, she phony as hell too. So Cynthia was like calling out her and Porsha Williams, I want you two to go talk. And I'm like, look, let me be very clear with y'all. I couldn't hang around none of these women. None of them. None of them. These women are aggravating. Like, they are as irritating as a yeast infection. Like, just horrible. Just sand in the crotch irritating. All of them. So they go sit down and talk. Angela immediately takes the victim role. Oh, I was trying to do this, and I thought you understood. And then y'all did this, and you did that, and you did this, and then you said that, and oh me, oh me, oh me. And I'm like, ugh. So then Porsha was really not really too interested or whatever. And she was like, well, yeah, I didn't invite her, and that was that, and you went around there and did what you wanted to do or whatever, right? So she kind of addressed it, didn't address it. So then Cynthia tells Shamea, well, they still out there or whatever, so I'm going to go check on them. So Cynthia come bringing her tail back out there. And so she basically like, y'all need to work it out and this and that, and y'all okay. And so Porsha was like, she ain't apologized to me. Because I guess she felt like Cynthia wanted her to be so apologetic to Angela for what? For what? You can't play the dozens and then cry when somebody else got mouth too. It just don't work like that. But she was like, she ain't apologized to me. So where do we go from here? Right? So then Angela, she was like, well, she did stuff that I ain't like. She's like, but you talked about my husband. She said, and you talked about mine. And she did. Whether people like how she ended up with grandpa with father time or not. You talked about her husband. She talked about your husband. Y'all hoes is equal. And I don't really differentiate. Hey, Darren Hood. And so anyway, then Angela come with the if stuff. It's the same thing she did to whatchamacallit. She did it with Shamea. She did it with Bang Bang Sleazy. If y'all watch Angela, she phony as hell. All of them phony. So she was like, well, if I said something that offended you, I'm sorry. So Porsha said ditto. And she looking at her crazy. She said, yeah, if I said something that offended you, I'm sorry. Since we doing if. And for the record, this ain't just me popping one person or the other. But if you know you did something and somebody tell you they offended, if you turn around and say, if I did something that offended you, that is not an apology. That's somebody playing in your face, right? I watched her do it with Shamea, with Bang Bang Sleazy, and with Porsha Silly Tail. All three, if I did. And then when Porsha say, yeah, ditto, if I did. Then she looking like, oh, the nerve. What you mean the nerve? How you do it? They could do it. If apparently y'all gonna all be phony together. So that was it. She got up and left. And then Shamea wanted to come and sit down and talk to her. So I'm like, okay, what the hell? And I forgot that Shamea said she got that nasty text message from her. So I say, okay, here we go again. First of all, Shamea, what you need to sit down with her for that for? If you text her to check on her and she texts you something nasty, don't talk to that hoe no more. Good Lord. Angela, stay in some mess and then stay the victim. And Shamea, at this point, Suge, did you just want attention? What was the point of you going over there? Say, can you see I come into America? So she go over there. She sit down, tell about the nasty text message. Like, why you sent the nasty text message, blase Skippy? Angela, first thing out of Angela's mouth. This is why I know how I can see how her and Drew is friends. Because she's a lying hoe. Baby, that lie went to flipping and flopping like a fish out of water. And I wanted to snatch her nose and stretch it wide manually. Okay? First thing out her mouth, because your friend said that she would sleep with my man. Your friend said, girl, are you okay? And so she was like, okay, so, but what did I do? You can't bother me about what Porsha said. You know, at the end of the day, I don't want to talk about Porsha. I want to talk about me and you. So then she say, well, I felt like because as a married woman that you would have checked what she was saying and you would have put the married woman in this and that. Girl, I'm tired. I'm tired. Truth is, I'm tired. Then she get in a confessional. See, this is what I don't like about lying hoes. They forget the lies they told. When she get in the confessional, well, Shamea said something. Shamea said something that I didn't like, and that's just what that is. And we ended the conversation because it was finna go somewhere bad. Shamea was like, well, you was out there laughing. She was like, I laugh at everything. She said, I laughed at my uncle's funeral because they had him dressed up like whatever. We're gonna end this conversation because I don't like it's gonna end up going somewhere wrong. And Shamea was like, okay, that's cool. You know, we can leave it like that. Agree to disagree, whatever, yada yada. Right? She get in a confessional talking about what Shamea said something. What did Shamea say something? Are you mad because her friend said she would hunt your man? Because when you was in front of Shamea, you said it was because her friend said she would hunt your man. And you wanted Shamea to not laugh, but to check her friend for you because she's a married lady. And as a married lady and morals and values, and she should check her because you married and that's what she said about me. Then when you get in the confessional, well, Shamea said things that I didn't like. Why you didn't tell Shamea that in her face? So are you mad with her because she said something you didn't like? Or are you mad with her because her friend said something you didn't like and you wanted her to turn on her friend for you in the moment? Which one is it, Angela? Which lie are we sticking with? Heifer? See, I'm going to tell you what I think. I believe you don't have a problem with Angela. Y'all kill me not having a problem with lying hoes. Y'all be fine with them lying hoes until they lie on somebody you like. But y'all know I don't like them from the gate. What I think is it was both. And I think that lying, deceitful hoe didn't want to tell about the other part. You think she holding on to the nose comment? It could be. But I don't think that's what it is. And that Shamina thing was so whack. It was so corny. Why did y'all like that? Do you know how bad I'd have roasted her down and she'd have said something that dumb in front of me? Oh my God. Y'all be impressed with little or nothing. Right. Shamia said it wasn't her fight. But I'm going to tell you why I think she intentionally, when she was face to face with Shamia, she didn't want to say, well, because of Porsha said and you didn't correct her and whatever. She didn't want to get into what Shamia actually said. Now let's go back. We ain't gonna go back that far. I don't want y'all getting to the end of my video and saying, oh yeah, now I remember. Let's go back. Now y'all remember when everything was being said that night and Kelly and Bang Bang Sleazy was the ones that was coming on with the come on telling us what was said down there to the pool while all of them was being Hoochie Mama Supreme. Now y'all remember, I don't know whether it was Timon or Pumbaa, which one of them, but we found out that yes, she got called Big Bird. They was picking at her clothes. Angela told us that too. And then, if y'all recall, like I said, I don't know if it was Timon or Pumbaa. One of them told us that Shamea said that she had seen Charles out around town with different women. Y'all remember that? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all remember that. Now, when she went in the confessional, put the 1. I put my 1. I remember that being said. Put a 1 if y'all remember that. So when she went in the confessional, she mentioned that because that's the part that really made her mad. But she didn't want to address that part on camera in the moment with Shamea because I think she was scared that Shamea might actually repeat. Well, yeah, I did say that because I did see him out with women and somebody else said they seen him out with women. See, she didn't want that to come on out. She didn't want that to come bubbling to the surface on camera. So when they was on camera and in the moment, oh, because your friend said and you didn't check your friend as a married woman, as a this, as a that. But in that confessional, baby, your truth, like you say, Porsha's truth fell out, yours did too. That's what you worry about, girl. You scared of Uncle Charles, huh? What Uncle Charles been doing? Because I remember them saying that Shamea said that he had been seen around town with other women, with a bunch of other women all the time. He'd be around town with other women. She didn't want to say that that's what she was mad about. And I'm going to tell y'all, Shamea full of crap too. Because Shamea knew why she was mad. If Shamea was real, Shamea would have been like, girl, you mad because I said that people were seeing your man round town with other women's. And I didn't lie on your man because I done seen him around. You know, these girls ain't real. They don't want no real girls on TV. Say, oh, she mad. Everybody know Charles want everybody but her. Hello, good night. Hello, good night. Kelly and Brit, Bang Bang Sleazy, and Bilbo Baggins is Timon and Pumbaa. Brit said, yep, Brit said it. Brit said Shamea said she seen that she know that man be around town with other women. That's why she really mad with Shamea, but she didn't want to say that on camera. She wanted to make it all about Porsha. It's all about Porsha. It's like, no, hooker. It ain't all about no goddamn Porsha. No. You mad because Shamea done outed and said some stuff about your man, and you didn't want to ask about it on camera because you didn't know what all she was gonna divulge in front of that camera. Yes, Shamea just as fake. Just is. Hey, Renee Grant. She just as fake. I'm trying to tell you. I keep telling y'all I don't like none of these women. Eva say, if I know why you mad, but you scared to say it, I ain't gonna say it. LOL. I'd have played it like Shamea. Let's be daft together. That's one way. But me, you know your mama. Not in this a camera rolling and you playing in my face. You sending me nasty text messages. You talking slick. Nah, we finna do some of that good old slick talking right here in front of this camera. We finna embarrass you, baby. I will embarrass you all on Front Street. I'm the type of girl, get into it with me. Make sure your drawers clean because I'm going to expose you. Make sure your drawers is clean. Don't ever make me come get you because if your drawers ain't clean, everybody finna be talking about you, baby. She just sat there and sent me that long, drawn out, nasty text. Me. Oh, you, who you playing with? You really mad because you heard me say that I done seen your man around town with them women's. When I tell you I'd have gave her chapter and verse everywhere I seen him, I'd have been describing the different girls I seen him with, the outfits they had on, whether they was wearing wedges, kitten heels, or stilettos. Baby, we done went through all that. Because one thing I got is manners. Now, I ain't going to text you nothing nasty. Don't you text me nothing nasty either. You better be careful. That's true. This is for TV. And while you on TV trying to make yourself look a certain sort of way, oh, girl. We finna show them people your drawers a little bit. We finna expose you. You would sound like you. I like Uncle Charles, but it sounds like you might have a little hole on your hands over there. I don't know if it's true, but it sounds like the people know something about Mr. Charles. And I think, let me tell y'all something else that I find fishy. See, Porsha full of it too, because Porsha keeps saying, I don't know nothing about that man. That, you know what that says to me? I done heard a whole bunch of stuff, but I don't know it to be a fact. Porsha full of crap. The way Angela playing it, her girl. Porsha trying to be funny. I don't know nothing about that man. I don't know, girl, you know something. If Shamea know about people seeing him around town, or she done seen him around town with women, you know. Dare I say, when you was at that event over there in Bankhead, that's probably what you was talking about when you said, I heard something about Charles. You was talking about that. See, all of them full of crap. All of them full of crap. I keep telling y'all I don't like these people, but y'all don't believe me. Brandon saying maybe they saw Chuck in the streets and not Charles. No, you can't mistake Charles Oakley for nobody but him. When and wrong said Charles do his dirt, it's gonna be out the state and probably out of the girl. Why you believe a lie like that? The one thing a black man gonna do is embarrass you. Live long enough and you will find out. Even say don't blame Mr. Charlie. Come on, y'all. Mr. Charlie is just a man, and he's doing the best he can. Come on, y'all, sing it in the chat. Come on. I heard him say, don't blame Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie is just a man, and he's doing the best he can. That's why she still love him like she do. Yeah. That's why she still love him like she do. After the rain, you come and love me. That's what happened after the rain. He got that baby. He came back. And I welcome you. Sing it, y'all. You're a glad sight to see. That's where Angela at. That's her age group too. Angela one of us real girls. And after the pain, come on, Angie, and all that I have been through. Come on, Angie. That's where she at. And she don't want nobody to know. Miss Nisa said in Atlanta, they all run around the same circle and know somebody who do. Hello, good night. Still can't explain how I can still love you like I do, but I do. Yes, I do. Still love you like I do. Brianna King said reality isn't these people reality. Say it again, baby. Pretty picture. It's the truth. Bianca reminded y'all hit that like button. But yeah, all of these women are a hot, phony, lying mess. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If they don't pick up, this is gonna be a tough season. Y'all know, like the last season they had was hard for me. I had to come in here and make it interesting after I had watched horrible shows. I don't want to go through that again. And I had a little bit of a hope for this season, like, okay, it might get interesting, but it's starting to look bad. You even say, yep, having a piece of man is better than having no man at all. So I'm going to just work with what I got. That's what Angela's giving. She's going to work with what she got. And I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I encourage any woman to do whatever you want to do with your husband. That is your business. Can't nobody tell you to leave your husband. Okay, that is your business. That's your business. So the only circle y'all be knowing is Love and Hip Hop and Candy Friends. Y'all don't be knowing. Girl, get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. Because obviously you don't know where you are. Girl, we get in everybody's business over here. If you think the only thing we hear about is the Love and the Hip Hop and Candy, get the hell out of here. We don't even cover Love and Hip Hop. We don't cover Love and Hip Hop. And while you talking about the people don't have coin like y'all think, girl, half the people in Atlanta is faking it till you make it. And it don't change nothing I said. The man got the word been out on Charles. The problem with Angela, just like Bang Bang Sleazy, when you come on a reality show, you have to be prepared for the fact that the stuff that's already out on you can pop up. You got to be prepared that the stuff that's already out on you can pop up. That's why I did not feel sorry for Bang Bang Sleazy when Kenya went and found her cornucopia pictures and videos and stuff. I was mad that Kenya put them on billboards, but I ain't really mad that it came out. Like, girl, you came on this show, people gonna get that stuff. I wasn't mad that the man that claimed he was bending Bang Bang Sleazy husband over popped up. Of course. You go on a reality show, you making noise, popping noise, or whatever. Somebody who know you and know your business gonna give up your business. Same thing with Angela. Just like hell, Wendy Williams had told her business before she even went on the show. So you got to be for real. You cannot go on a reality show and assume that nobody's gonna find out your business. Like, are you slow? Are you okay? That's not how that works. And I'm sorry, the word been out on Charles. And I love Charles Oakley. I can't stand his wife, but I love Charles Oakley. But unfortunately, the word is out on Mr. Charles. I ain't mad at him for being a hoe, whatever. You know, the men in my family, a lot of them hoes. And that's her husband. If she want to stay, stay. Stay. That's her business. But you can't, you cannot assume that your mess is not gonna come out when you get on a reality show. It's gonna come out. Right. Who said Charles was messing with strippers? Because I ain't never heard that. Now I'm gonna be real. That's one I ain't never heard. I don't know who said that one. Who said Charles messing with strippers? The women say they seen him around town with women. Right. I ain't never heard nothing about no strippers. Never heard nothing about no strippers. That's a whole different circle right there. But shout out to the strippers, because y'all not stealing. You shaking for cash. Yeah, your stuff bound to come out. Strippers whole around Atlanta with it. No, but the point don't still stand. Either they strippers or they not. All strippers ain't hoes. All hoes ain't strippers. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. Not to mention their shady backgrounds. Right. Bravo always got somebody getting arrested and getting indicted and going to jail. Why are y'all coming on reality TV with all these skeletons in your closet? You mean like you provided receipts on Porsha's income and on who's sleeping with who with a man with a broken penis? That's why it's gossip. So if her gossip is fair game, then everybody else's is too. Mind you, I said the same thing about Marlo. Y'all can't point to two men Marlo slept with, but they keep calling her a hoe. And y'all let that slide. So you can't pick and choose. Right. Dia say Angela know her husband is slutatious. You know what I'm saying? Every woman know her husband. Right. Every woman know their husband. And that's why personally, I think she didn't want to tell Shamea why she was really mad, because she know it's probably a little kernel of truth to that. It's a little kernel of truth to that. While she's sitting up in there trying to act like she on the people's court. You better have receipts whether they do or don't. Whether they do or don't. Brittany Edie heard it in the street, just like we heard it in the street, just like Wendy Williams say she heard it out your mouth. So it is what it is. Even say Angela definitely know that's why she's so sensitive. I ain't stuck no. Miss Nissa, I know Candy got money. She still ain't all that. Yeah, she ain't. But she got money. I'm glad she got some money. I don't like Candy either. Before anybody get any misconceptions, I don't like her either. But that's pretty much it for the show or whatever. But let me put the stream, y'all, because I do want to hear what y'all got to say. We put that in the chat. But overall, this episode, I'm gonna give it like a hot 4. A hot 4. Like it was like literally 4 points that was kind of valid in the show. But I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all. Sweet Tea talking about the question is, do Charles love her? That's a question for her. We can't answer no question about how a man feel about his wife. Right. Well, no, don't say ever. Don't say ever, because baby, we've been on this porch and we have had receipts. And when I get them, I pull them up. We put them on the screen. We blow them up, make them big. But when it's gossip, we call it gossip. When we got receipts, we call it facts. But when it come to Angela, if she mentions stuff and she repeating gossip, then people can repeat gossip on her. You can't gossip and tell somebody else not to gossip. Same thing I said about that mess with her and Porsha. I don't really care for neither one of them. But if she sit up there and you took that lady husband, okay, we coming with hoe accusations. If the girl say, okay, fine, I'm gonna be a hoe. Leave me alone before I be a hoe with your man. Now you crying. Like, I just feel like what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If you can gossip on somebody and say slick stuff, repeating what you heard, then somebody can gossip on you, say slick stuff and repeat what they heard. If you can shoot off at the mouth and call yourself trying to read, roast, or drag, then somebody else can shoot off their mouth and call themselves read, roast, or drag. Nobody is above anybody else in my book. In my book. So I feel like, oh, okay, got you. That's what I'm saying. I'm just telling you, like, I keep everything above board here. If I know something for a fact, I'm gonna show you why I know. Or if I can't show you, I'll tell you as much as I can without getting in trouble or implicating where I got it from, right? But if I say I know something, it's because I done seen the proof. And if it's something that I ain't seen no proof on, then I tell y'all explicitly, well, this is what people are saying. This is gossip, right? I wish everybody would do that, but people don't. But I just think that it's getting weird because we bringing in people like Bang Bang Sleazy and Angela with the flippers, and they feel like they can treat people certain ways, but can't nobody treat them like that. They could say wild crap to people, but can't nobody say nothing to them. We could threaten to shoot you, but you better not retaliate. We could call you a hoe, but you better not threaten to hoe with my man. It's like, listen, if y'all hoes ain't want to be on reality TV, why are you here? You can bring up the rumors you heard on other people when you first meet them and they don't know you from Adam's house cat. But if somebody mentioned the rumors that's out about you, now you a victim. Now you hollering and squalling. Just realistically, I just don't like none of these people. Like, I really don't. I don't. They're just not good people. None of them. Like, I cannot name one lady that's on this show right now that I like. Not one. Not one. Like, not even at all. These are some raggedy folks. Like, raggedy. Like Kelly, I think I called her like being slightly deceptive, but not out and out lying. Angela and Bang Bang Sleazy, I done caught them lying a few times. Y'all know Drew Sidora lie like she breathed. Porsha will lie and play dumb like she ain't say nothing she said. Cynthia is full of crap and always thinking she's smart enough to gaslight people. Like, and Shamea, all her phony is showing. I'm just over it, to be honest with y'all. Like, we're going to talk about these hoes and we're going to, pull out the stuff that's worth discussing. But Atlanta, if this is y'all reboot, y'all need to just like recast or something. Like, for real. If this is Atlanta's reboot, I need them to recast. Like, for real. Y'all, my head itching. This sweat. I don't know. Feels weird. But they need to recast. Like, if y'all gonna reboot, just get rid of everybody. Brit may be a one and done season, depending on how she does at the reunion. I hope she is. I hope Kelly's a one and done. I hope Angela's a one and done. I hope they, either bring back some old people or get some new people that actually know what they're showing up for. Shamea, but you know what? I'm gonna say this. This is not the first time Shamea showed her slip. Over the years, Shamea has shown us some bull crap to her over the years. Like, I've seen some crap to Shamea. This ain't the first time. But, it's just kind of like, now that she's kind of now that she's a full-time cast member and she's kind of directly underneath the microscope, I think it's just easier to see. Because with her being a friend of, they wasn't right on her like that. And so I wasn't sure. It's like, did I really see that? But we didn't really get enough for me to kind of like pin it down. This time I'm really seeing some stuff. I mean, everything better than RHOP. Them lame-os, everything. No, Mia's not coming over there. Mia desperately wants to. Mia is campaigning for that. Mia is begging for that. But Mia ain't coming over there. Mia ain't got enough money to sit at the table with them women. She don't. Like, maybe she could keep up with Bang Bang Sleazy, but Bang Bang might not even be coming back. She can't keep up with them women. She wearing all that Sheen clothes and Fashion Nova. She can't hang with them girls. You said you enjoying the season more than you thought you would. I would say in the beginning, I was enjoying it more than the previous season. But now I'm just like, y'all better do something better than this, because this episode was a 4. Yeah, she don't even own her own house. Don't nobody want to see that. We already had somebody come pick somebody up at a apartment or a hotel with a white refrigerator. We don't need y'all reenacting old scenes. Like, no. Not to mention the fact, y'all got to bear in mind, Mia had to jump up and run off the stage with Wendy and Giselle. What the hell would she do out there with Porsha's mouth, with Cynthia's mouth, with Shamea's mouth? Hell, Angela's mouth. Because, she always looking for, a moment. And I believe Angela's probably going to come back more likely than not. So what would she do with people with real mouths, like sniping at her? What's she going to do? Throw some drinks over there? Throw a cell phone over there? And get her behind beat? Imagine her throwing a cell phone or a pocketbook or a drink at Porsha. Yeah, y'all, Porsha be back in anger management. She's slow. Slow people be fighting fast. So, Say, well, Kenya ain't have no money when she came on season 5. All she had was a dream and the rent was due. That's true. That is very true. That's very true. All I'm saying is the truth. You also had an OG like Nene that was on the show that really cared about moving the show forward. So she worked with Kenya because she thought she was good TV. Now that's what it was. But I don't think that's going to work. Now, the last broke girl they brought in was Toyota Forever. And we saw how that played out. She had to pretend like she wanted to play with Kenya Coochie. Y'all remember that? Asking for the girl panties and talking about Kenya's Coochie, all that weird stuff. We don't need another broke girl on there. Leave the broke girls like us at home watching the show. We don't want to see them on the TV. We don't. Yeah, and don't forget Phaedra. Oh, yeah, Phaedra's mouth. Yeah, Mia be around there trying to throw drinks and stuff and get the hell beat out of her. She better stay somewhere else. That Bigfoot hooligan, that Bigfoot Yeti hooligan had better stay somewhere else. That ain't the place for her. No. But overall, let me put my 4 in the chat. Y'all rate it between 1 to 10. What y'all giving this episode? I put my 4 in the chat. I'm giving it a whole 4. And I feel like that 4 is generous as hell. Hey, RJ, you don't see, that's why I love RJ. RJ said he don't like them either. See, RJ don't like them either. See that? I don't know why Drew Saddam is still on the show. I think people just be feeling sorry for her, and she don't do enough to get cut. She do enough just to stay. Amanda gave him a 6. Deborah gave him a 5. Cree B gave him a 5. Y'all generous. Y'all generous. Miss Niecy gave him a 5. Look like they might end up like right around 5. Wait, Brianna King gave them a 3. We bringing it back down. Well, it be like that with modeling. It be feast or famine. When them girls be making bread, they make bread, and then sometimes they go through periods where they're not getting it. Cynthia had a little money problem in the beginning because, Nene had to pay for her first wedding to Peter, and then she turned on Nene. So there you go. That's why I say these women are not nice people. They're not genuine people. They're not real people. They don't react to things like real girls do. And that's why I really can't get into it. Like, it's getting on my nerves. It's getting on my nerves. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to be real with y'all. Watching the coming attractions, I was not excited to see that Drew and Porsha going to sit down finally, because Drew been begging for Porsha's attention, which is so infuriating to me. Why do you need Porsha's attention that bad? Is Porsha God? Is Porsha's attention water? Why is Drew Sadummy so desperate for Porsha's attention? Like, do she know how stupid and pathetic that makes her look? You run around behind Porsha, begging for Porsha's attention? Are you okay? So it looks like they finally sit down in the coming attractions, and you got Drew Sadummy thinking she's got a gotcha because she quoting Simon. And I'm like, girl, by the time you quoting Simon after the man that got lied on that already checked y'all in social media. You're so dumb. Talking about it's on the blogs. Girl, are you ready to address what the blogs have said about you? Are you ready? Because Mimi had a lot to say in the blogs telling your business too. Yeah, Cynthia been fake since day one. She has. No, baby, they don't let real women on TV. They let clowns and fakes on TV. They don't like real women on TV. I wouldn't be on nobody's TV. She might want to because she's creepy. She's a creepy crawler. How am I gonna be on that? And what you gonna tell Papa when he come home and ask him why his butter beans and cornbread ain't cooked? You gonna come over here and cook for him and tell him what had happened? Sir, is I sent your better half to go on a Ready to Love to meet a man where she can leave you. That's what you gonna tell him? He ain't even gonna believe you that I went on no show trying to find his replacement. That's weird. Drew is weird. I don't like her. At this point, I told y'all, one of y'all have got to. So this is what we're gonna do. So y'all see my banner going across the screen with my email. I need some of y'all that's artistic, that's very creative, to come up with a nice, like, creative idea, like an artsy idea for my t-shirt that says, I don't like nobody. I need something nice to say, I don't like nobody. Like, legit, I don't like nobody. But make it look artsy. Like, give me some ideas, y'all. Email it to me. Because if I see one that I like, I'm going to give you credit. I'm going to shout you out. And I'm darn sure going to put it in our merchandise store. Amanda say, did you guys talk about how you can tell Dennis still want? No, because that ain't nothing to talk about. Dennis want everybody. Dennis is old filthy hoe. He want everybody. Haven't seen it, but you review it. But your review is 10 like always. Thank you, Ashley. Where's my Michael? Yes, honey. Mother spoken for. I ain't been available for a long time. I'm not available. That's a good thing, because I see what young women have to pick from, and it ain't nothing out there. The dating pool, it's got piss in it, it's polluted, toxic waste in there, some lead, a little plutonium. I'm serious. I'm glad I'm not a young woman no more, baby, because y'all ain't got nothing to choose from. I'd have been a whole nun, and I ain't even Catholic. I promise you that. Ain't nothing to pick from out there. I mean, nothing. But no, I wouldn't do no reality TV. They don't allow women like me on TV because I say what I want to say, and I'm not finna be fake and phony. Angela wouldn't have lasted 5 minutes. Porsha, none of them wouldn't have lasted 5 minutes talking to me about nothing, because I don't believe in being fake and phony. I'm not lying for nobody. I'm not covering for nobody. You're not going to talk to me crazy. I'm going to embarrass you every time. Okay? You say Michael moved into his first place this weekend. Oh, he had a concert with his mama. Tell him I asked about him. Miss Nisa, they don't like real women on TV. I'm telling you, Nene snuck past them. And I think that she lasted as long as she did because of her personality traits. Much as I love Nene, the thing that I don't like about her is why she lasted, because she forgive everybody. People do her nasty, she go back being friends with them. That's what she do. I don't understand it. I would never do it. You do something to me, baby, it's done. And you going to remember it because I'm going to make you remember it. That's it. But that same thing, that thing about Lanithia, that wanting to forgive people and still be around them, I think that's how she made it on TV. But I want to say Lanithia was about the last real girl they let on TV. Just real, regular, normal girl that people can relate to. And they didn't want her to be no star. It just happened. You know what I'm saying? They don't like real women on TV. Hey, Cornelius. Say they should replace the other girls that was on that was on Porsha's birthday trip. They seem interesting. Oh, we was talking about it that night when we reviewed it. That pretty dark-skinned girl, I think y'all told me she was from New Jersey. I don't know why she wasn't on the show, because y'all told me she got drama with her ex-husband and all this stuff. I'm like, why didn't we get her? The other ones, y'all didn't tell me y'all knew anything about them, but definitely, how come we couldn't get that lady? Okay. So y'all got to go overseas and try some new meat. These. Oh, yes. Well, when in Rome, I know you knew, welcome. But I've told them a bunch of times, go cross the ocean. It's a lot of decent brothers. It's just not American. I'm not a proponent for American men. Like I would not, advise any young woman to choose an American man, an American black man. Like, no, I wouldn't advise it. Do what you do, but I wouldn't advise it. I wouldn't advise it. But yeah, I've said that numerous times. When in Rome, you in the right place, because I will advise y'all, go where the men are actually decent and actually want something and actually have ambition and actually value wives and marriage and building families, because that is not here. Because what's here is pitiful. Okay, it's pitiful. But listen, y'all, ain't nobody hit the StreamYard, so I'm going to assume ain't nobody got nothing to say, because y'all ain't finna have me and reading Rainbow all night, reading comments in the chat when y'all can holler at me, so you know what time it is. If you didn't hit the like button on the way in, please make sure that you hit the like button. And we go live on this good channel. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, because we happy to have you here. I need somebody to talk to. I'm gonna be alone if you don't come. Okay, so I'm happy to have you. Please subscribe. If you want to join channel membership and put your crown next to your name, please, there's a join button beneath the video and a membership link in the description box. Also, we got the link for our merchandise store, so you can get your crown gear, represent for the royal family. We got the link from my book, Little Girl, Big World, which is a survival guide for our girls who are leaving home for the first time. We want our daughters safe at all costs. Protect your daughters from creeps like Dennis, okay? And Simon. Also, we have the link for our Amazon storefront, so we can all shop together for our homes, okay? And the link to my wish list in case you want to send me some more notebooks, pens, snacks, or any goodies. I appreciate any and all support. I want to say a special thank you to Shukuru for the super sticker. I want to also thank my sisters, Bima, Love My Dogs Too, and Miss Gardner for sending cash apps to support the stream. And thank y'all for hitting the like button. Thank y'all for sending up my bubbles, because I appreciate you. Okay, I appreciate you. All right. So listen, we're going to get on up out of here. As always, be positive, be productive, encourage others, encourage yourselves. Don't forget to laugh, be cool. All right. And as far as this evening goes, get y'all some rest, sweet dreams, good night. And remember, in case nobody else says it to you, God loves you, I love you, and it ain't nothing you can do about it. We'll talk again soon, okay?